Dark side, light this bitch up.
Let's go. One more time, y'all. I gotta get my coffee and shit together.
Dark side, light this bitch up.
All right. Good morning. Oh, the camera. You know how much stuff is behind this. Oh, okay. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Chocolate Co 85. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the first one here at 5:30 this morning. You was up when I was up, actually. I dropped the membership link. Please consider being a member. I am going to be doing something special in the month of March. So I'm just trying to get my membership up to number 250. Right now we are at 35 members, and I want to thank all 35 members. I want to thank you all so much. I think I'm gonna have like the club. It's called the Cotton Club, which will be my 50 members, and I'm gonna do something special. Probably invite a friend for a members live only. So please join that. And I'm not going to say when that live is. I'm just gonna do it, and whoever's there as a member will be there. And then I probably have to delete it due to whatever. Hey Cheryl, good morning to you. Castro, I've been checking out your lives. I've been I've been in the bushes all the time. I just hate dropping down a lot because everything I said get twisted. Oh. So good morning, no one cares. Southern Belle, how you doing? Good morning, King. Just dropped by to say hello and I tipped you. Yes, thank you so much. Please hit the like button on your way in. Remember, that's how we keep this ship over here moving, by the likes, keeping us in the algorithm. Right now, we just growing the channel, so I'm not really worried on the other forms of support. I really just like your likes, you being here, sharing the video, doing all that great stuff. We're really building something special, so thank you so much. Sharona B, hey, how you doing? Miss Jones, thank you for being a member. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you. Droid Girl, how you doing? Clyde, it's so good to see you. So good to see you. And I also want to let you know, I always go back to that nice message that you sent me a long time ago. I really do. I appreciate that a lot. Miss Jones, who else is here? Okay, we got everybody. Oh, Miss T Velocity, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Carrie Ray was live. She was live yesterday, and I got to catch the replay, and I was like, listen to Carrie Ray. And it's weird because when you put someone's voice and how they act in the chat and together, it's always like a different picture. So I was like, oh wow, look at Carrie Ray. So it was a pleasure. I shared her video on my community wall. Please subscribe, please like, please support Carrie Ray. She supports a lot of us, so I really do appreciate it. Thank you for being here, Carrie Ray. I appreciate it a lot. Hey, Cash Apps and bullshit. How you doing? Good morning to you. Tanari, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Who else do we got here? How's the fur baby? Has he had his morning walk? It's so crazy because ever since I got him back from my friends from like a couple of days ago, or like maybe 4 or 5 days ago, he's been sleeping like he's nocturnal. So he was up all night with me. And then during the daytime, he sleeps. So he just literally went to go lay down for like, he's probably going to be sleeping until 11 or 12. Then I have to force him to get up and go outside. But wait, at 10 o'clock at night, he ready to play, jump, hop. We had to have a sit down. Last night, I said, I'm not going to do any more of this. You're going to get your ass back on schedule. I don't know what y'all was over there doing, but no. We're not doing that over here. Hey, Brick Girl, how you doing? How you doing? Carrie Ray accent. Okay, I was like, listen to Carrie Ray. I said, that's her. Okay, yes, she do. Hey, Miss Toby. I had a great Valentine's Day. I wanted to know if you ever been to a place called Scola. I ended up going there for Valentine's Day. And remember, I was telling you all, he was like, you need to be available between 6 and 11. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, what the fuck I'm doing for 6 to 11? That's 5 hours. So I kept thinking in my head, I was telling my friend, I was like, is he really trying to take me on a camping trip on Valentine's Day? I said, I know I wanted that, but nah, this is too cold and not the season. So I didn't know what to wear. I just was like, should I be rugged? Should I be ready? Should I be what? So I didn't know. So I just was ready, but I damn sure packed a bag. You better know I had my little Duffy bag. I was like, I don't know what's going on. So this ain't the right outfit. I got another whole spare in the bag. So he took me to this place called Scola. It was so dope. And I could tell he had thought about it because when you get there, all of your personal customizations is everything. So your name is everywhere, a picture of you is everywhere. So Scola is this place where they do like cooking classes and cooking workshops. And this one was a special one for couples on Valentine's Day. So they had like 4 rooms. They had a land room, They had a sea and veggie room. They had an air room, and then they had a land, sea, and air room. So which room you think he bought us meal tickets to go into? Of course, the land, sea, and air room. So we went to land, sea, and air room, and as you're getting there, they got your names and shit. And I'm sitting in my head, I'm like, I know this must be a very much so like a white crowd, because I know he's not doing all of this as, you know, because he's very much so not out the closet, but not like he's not like that, but he don't want all the attention. So I'm like, he must be comfortable. So it ended up being a really good time. We met some other couples there, and everyone got a demonstration. We ended up making, I don't know if you ever heard Greek chicken, but we did some Greek chicken where you have to make the yogurt base for the chicken, let the chicken marinate in the yogurt for like 30 minutes. And then while we're doing that, we were socializing, having wine. It was a really good vibe. I said, you really thought about this. I said, you must pick up that I'm liking to cook. I don't know. It was cool. It was really cool. He did salmon. We all were trying to make these parfait in a cup desserts where you layer it like with the whipped cream, the crumbs, and all that different stuff. So we did that. It was cool. I gave him points for that. I said, this wasn't like mushy, because I told him I don't want to do mush. I'm not right there yet with you, but let's do something engaging. So he got points for that. So it was dope. So I was wondering if Miss Toby, if you ever heard of that. It's low. If you just Google it, SCHOLA. It's dope though, because they do all kinds of stuff throughout the week. I said, you put me on. So it was cute. It was that he got points for that. I definitely was feeling myself like, okay. Hey, Mr. Gerald, thank you for being a member, and thank you for being here this morning. No, I haven't. I have to check that out. I'm going out this week with my ex. Yes, I would say it was definitely. It made me feel like a normal couple, and yeah, it was. He got points. Hey, Sticks girl, how you doing? Yes, that chicken was good, and so you got to make it like they had all the ingredients there based on the room you went into. So we was in land, sea, and air. So we had a choice between chicken, beef, seafood. So I was like, well, shit, let me just see what they're gonna do with this chicken. And so they gave us these options of what they had to make, and I was like, oh, okay. I always wanted to do yogurt chicken, like base it in some yogurt marinade. But it was good. It was really good. Now I know I'm gonna make that shit at home. See, they had a grill. I don't have a grill. Robin of Detroit, good morning. Blue D Polo, good morning. Y'all know I missed y'all. I felt like last Monday was too quick. Try block, good morning. Okay, now that's a whole statement. Try block and everything. Why don't you try that? I'll be in the calls. Listen, I'm getting while I get. Okay, Carrie. I appreciate you. Hey, Miss Margot, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. All right. So that was my Thanksgiving. I mean, everybody keeps saying Thanksgiving. That was my Valentines Day. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I hope you all actually had a good time. Carrie Ray, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. I didn't know that. Carrie Ray, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Carrie Ray. Don't make me sing. Yes, like chicken kebabs with tahini sauce. It was just like that. We put the chicken on the skewers after they were marinated, and then you layer them with a little bit of oil and put them in on like a grill. Though it was like a little flatbed grill. We put them on and they grill nice and evenly on all the sides. And I love a nice coat, so I enjoyed that. Okay, Carrie, I'm gonna have to get that Cash App about you though. Go on and drop your Cash App, Carrie. Can we bless you this morning, please? I got to beg Carrie to put her Cash App out because she's so kind and sweet, and she don't want to do it. But over here, babe, you definitely can do that. I appreciate your support so much. All right, let's get into some things. So first thing, of course, let's handle some business. And I figured I'd change the layout of how I do this. We're going to start with our business. We're going to go into celebrity news, and then we're going to go into local news, and we're going to end on a story with a message. And then we're going to go on about everything else. I figure that way we can move right along at a nice pace. So the first thing, taking care of business. Okay, we're going to take care of the business. Is we are supporting this time the Coalition of Black Excellence. The Coalition of Black Excellence, they host an event every year. And I think it's so important that people who have businesses, I know a lot of people in the beef sector have businesses, and I know a lot of people who subscribe to me and in the beef sector are business owners, or they're just very talented in their profession. So the Coalition of Black Excellence, and I've been to one of their summer workshops, and when I tell you, it's so amazing to network with people of your color, your skin color, who also understand some of the challenges you may go through. So wanted to support them. They bring together talented Black professionals from different sectors to promote the community through network development, insightful dialogue, and opportunity sharing. So they host various activities throughout the week virtually. You can go onto their website and check them out. They're planning their upcoming summer workshop, virtual workshop. And let me show you this by the numbers, what they do. 1.6 million funds raised, 50,000 donated, 1,000 annual attendees, 45 sponsors, 140 program speakers, and 4,000 people have been impacted by their program alone. So I just felt like it was so important for us to be promote this, and if you are a professional and you just want to, meet someone in your community, same, who don't know you personally but know about the business. I always say that's best when you meet people who don't know you personally but know what you might be interested in, because it's always great to unravel your personal later. Let's get to the professional, and then you get to know me, what I'm worth, and then all that other stuff come in. So it's great to meet some of those people. So I put the link in. No, I didn't. Let me not do that. I'm going to put the link in the chat. So here's the link to their organization. And please, if you got like $2, $3, whatever you have, support them. Throw support behind them, because they work purely off of grants, purely off of donations. It's a private organization. So they're not like, a lot of the organizations who are federally funded, or they can, they are connected to some government or city entity. They're solely on their own and working on the better half of us. So what we did today was we gifted them $50, and I paid the $1.75 processing fee because I wanted them to receive it directly. And then they sent us this nice little, thank you message, dear blah, blah, blah. Thank you for your generous contribution. So it's always kind. So I'll always stay in there. I subscribe to their newsletter so we can always stay updated. So throughout the years, if they send me valuable information, I'm going to share it with you on the community wall. So that was our first organization. The second organization is something that's near and dear to me. I used to be a member of this organization before I decided it wasn't my career choice, but I always thought it was a great organization. The National Society of Black Engineers. Now, I don't know if many of you are familiar with this organization, but it's steep in history. Founded in 1974 when the Chicago Six came together. They were Purdue engineering students. And they formed the first chapter of Society of Black Engineers. They've gone on since then to create a national nonprofit organization. They've given they have over 30,000 members, and they're based on to achieve engineering excellence and have a striking impact on society and industry for generations to come. And I think it's great to support an organization like this, because not only are they looking at the industry of which they're in, engineers can be anything from chemistry, electrical, biology. There's so many different forms of engineering in all different industries. They cater to K through 12, collegiate professionals. So if you know someone who may be interested in the National Society of Black Engineers, please redirect them to the website. I will drop the link below. Here's a picture of the first group that came together, and I think it's so strong to support them. When I was in college, I joined this organization as well as National Association of Black Accountants before I realized that NABA was for me and NSBE wasn't. But while I was there, I had a lot of great opportunities to network with a lot of people. So I dropped that in the chat as well. So this morning, we also gifted them $50 to support their organization, and we paid the $2.50 processing fee. So we supported. We're going to continue the support stream, and I feel like I want to continue this beyond Black History Month. I feel so good when I look at them before I start this. So we're going to continue doing that. And again, I put the links in the chat, and let me pin them right now. Trying to get better at having some of this stuff already properly queued up. Oh my God. What are you laughing at? I think I did good. If only y'all knew, I just ran. Okay, all right. So let's get into some hot topics. The first story I want to talk about this morning, and I would just want to offer up some condolences, is to Tyrese. Tyrese's mother has passed away from complications with COVID-19 and pneumonia. And I don't know if you all had saw earlier this week, he had put out a plea on IG asking everyone just to pray for him and pray for his mother. I guess he was on the set of a movie and didn't have the opportunity to be there while his mother was in the hospital. And so he did take to Instagram to share the news. On behalf of my family and everyone who ever spent any time praying for my mother, this is the saddest moment of my life. My sweet Valentine just passed away. He wrote alongside him holding his mother's hand. He continued, may the Lord Jesus Christ and his angels open the doors of heavens and embrace her. We as a family are broken and just can't believe this. May the Lord Jesus Christ honor your walk with him and embrace you into the heavens. So I definitely wanted to send a sincere condolence to him and his family. I know that Tyrese is a very emotional man. He is not afraid to wear his emotions on his sleeve, and I commend him for that. I think that is very commendable, admirable. I like to see men like that, so I want to shower him with all the support and love he needs at this time. My condolences goes to him, and I have much success to the film that and the project that he's working on. All right, let me catch up because I see it say 43. Woo, baby. Of course. Oh, you got it. All right, we're gonna put that up there. Go and support Carrie. Hey, my YouTube says what's going on. Shantae, how you doing? I heard of them. Yes. How neat. Yeah, it was cool. It was definitely cool. It was a cool. Oh, Nesby. Yes. That's awesome that you're doing. Yeah, I absolutely think so. And I think the great thing is that they're going to be sending me all this information now, and I'm just going to be sharing it right on out like a conduit. Oh, blue. We're Black every day, so I choose to celebrate. Okay, that's why I said Black History Month. I used to be that way, where when Black History Month came around, it was all about, going to find the most historical moments in society, most historical figures, and then just talking about them over and over again. And I just realized that as I got older, I didn't see my impact. The only way I saw an impact in that was if I was taking action to do something. And so I feel like because this is virtual and we really can't meet somewhere and do something, I think the best way is to put our money where our mouth is and stand behind some of these organizations that some of us may have not heard of before, and now you know about an organization. So, and I saw someone else doing this. I don't want anyone to feel like I thought of this on my own. I actually saw another content creator in a whole nother sector doing this on a whole nother topic back in November. And I said, oh, that's a great way to actually put your money where your mouth is. So that's how this actually came about. And so I wanted to thank them. It's my birthday too. Who can bless me with 5 nums? Okay, self-made. Okay. Lil Juan, good morning. Good morning to you. Yes. It's so sad, especially around. I hate when things like this happens around a holiday, because it's almost like you have to remember that every time it comes around every year. It's always sad. Yeah, you can definitely tell he's a mama's boy, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that sometimes can be misconstrued as someone being, a little gay or feminine or something like that. But no, I think he's very in tune with his emotions and feelings, and we need to see that. So shout out to him, and I'll keep him in my prayers. Moving on to our next story. So all this speculation around Mrs. Naomi, she recently just did a cover in Vogue looking spectacular, and she showed us her baby for the first time. And so, the first question everyone had was, adopted? Is your baby adopted? And so she actually responded to this by saying, shooting down the idea. She was saying she wasn't. So back in May 2021, Campbell announced the birth of her daughter with an Instagram post of her daughter's feet resting in her hand. She captioned the photo at that time, "A beautiful little blessing has chosen me to be her mother. So honored to have this gentle soul in my life. There are no words to describe the lifelong bond that I now share with you, my angel. There is no greater love." And so a lot of people were speculating that, since you used the words like this little blessing has chosen me to be her mother, assuming that, you know, the child was adopted. So she recently stated she wasn't adopted, she's my child. And she's continuing to keep the details surrounding the birth of the baby to herself near and dear. She said, I still enjoy, and as they asked her questions in Vogue about, you know, runway and, you know, being, you know, much older now, she says she still enjoys it. It's nerve wracking, but because she's 51 years old, walking with girls who are 18, it's expected. What do you all think? Do you think she has an adopted, or do you think she had a surrogate? What do you all think? And when it comes to Naomi Campbell, and again, we're just speculating, you know, we don't know for certain. But she did say, you chose me. I could believe that it's her biological child, but I'm more apt to believe that she had a surrogate. I don't know. What do you all think? Don't know if this Naomi thought it was Miss Campbell at first. Naomi, I think she, yeah, I do too. I think that I absolutely think she had a surrogate, but I don't think she wanted to share that kind of information, and she really doesn't have to. But I do think that it was a surrogate. I think she froze her eggs. And it's so crazy to me because she could get a man. Like, that's not a problem for her. I don't think the issue with her would be finding somebody to have a baby with. I think that would be, so it's just it's so interesting. Surrogate. She lives about 5 minutes away from me in Chelsea. That's a thing that some women say. Even if they biologically had the child, they would say that she chose me. Okay. Someone else had that baby. Yep. Because I think it's hard to say out your mouth that I conceived the child when you know, and someone else in the world knows that you didn't. So I watch for people when they say those kind of things, like, now, are you really going to say the word, or are you, you know, are you going to tiptoe around it? And I feel like she's tiptoeing around it. I don't know. I believe she had a surrogate. My girlfriend froze her eggs at 40 and then was able to have her baby, you know, like years later. Yeah, that will make sense to me, Miss Dobie. You can have a surrogate with your own eggs. Right. Perfectly fine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think she probably had a surrogate, and instead of her, you know, and the question was, is the child adopted? She clearly answered and said, no, the child's not adopted. So there's only another a couple of other options we have, you know, either she's a surrogate or, you know, I don't know. Yes, I hear often, surrogate with her eggs. I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem at all. I think she just doesn't want, I think her biggest thing is her age. She doesn't want to be put in a category as, you know, dead, unworthy, you know, no longer usable. You know, she even said walking, she still loves to do runway, but unfortunately, she's working with girls 18 years of age. And so I think that is it is a beautiful baby. Absolutely. You see this? And she looked good her damn self. She looked good herself. And that, okay. All right. Y'all zoom in on the camera, and I want y'all to tell me, look at the baby. I'm not saying nothing else. Just look at the baby. We ain't gonna do that on this one. We're gonna do it afterwards when I can say I came back, y'all. And after looking at it, I can say this. Look at that baby. Did y'all see the baby? Beautiful baby. Yes, absolutely. Janet had a baby. Janet had a baby at 50. The more, yeah, that's possible for Janet. Good morning, peace, love. I'm sorry I got you up early. Peace. I see you was banging all weekend long. I was like, they got peace out here in these streets. You know, we down the street in the suburbs. You all the way out. Please Google Dr. Carter G. Woodson and why he created Negro History Week in February of 1926, which was expanded to Black History Month in February of 1976. Dr. Woodson was a Black educator. 365 Black was indeed his very point. Absolutely. You sound like I need to do a video on that. I don't mind doing a 5-minute teaser on that. I'm gonna put a pin on that. Thank you. Wait, that was Naomi Campbell. That's why you say you don't think you know that. I think the reference means you chose me when you were in heaven. It's poetic, deep, and ish. Yeah, I can see that because I know some women who say things like that, and they even wear the bands around their stomach when they're about to conceive or in the process of conceiving. Thank you, peace. Okay, Lucifer Asian. What that mean? But she's still working at 51 in her industry. That says something in it. But I think all of those, I'm having a baby, it may sound like you're slowing down. And so I don't think she wants to give that appearance that she's slowing down. She can't take, jobs or something because she got a baby or stuff like that. So I think she's very much so trying to play this out, because I think she can be a supermodel for a long time. Like, she still has some very much so skin in the game. There's a lot of things that she hasn't tapped. TV shows, radio shows. So she still got, so why does she look so different? You think she looks different? I think she looks good. I can hear her accent now. Roman, you don't want coffee with me? I'd be like, coffee? Can we have a conversation? Eve just had a baby too. Yes, Eve had a baby too. But I don't think Eve was about 50. I think Eve was in her 40s. Hey, V. Lenore, it's good to see you. Good morning, Mister. Good morning to you. Hey. Some women don't reach menopause till 55, 60, so it is well impossible. In this case, it was definitely a surrogate. Naomi would have. That's what I was saying. We didn't see no baby bump. Y'all saying she looked unrecognizable? Really? She looks. Maybe it's me. Eve is 43, I believe. Yeah, so I think she could still, it wouldn't be considered a miracle with her, right? Y'all don't get me to lying. I don't think it is. I agree, B. She looks different because she's not throwing her phone at people. That's the image we have of her, throwing her phone. All right, so let's get into another story. This is just a cute little story, I thought, and I just was like, oh wow, she's cute for this. This is something I would do if I was, but I have this stickler on dating people who play video games all day long. That just pisses me off. So Lori Harvey creatively surprised Michael B. Jordan for Valentine's Day this year. Last year he rented out an entire aquarium for Harvey, who he affectionately calls Turtle, and gifted her a stuffed turtle of her own, along with a turtle-themed diamond bracelet. So she felt like she needed to upstage him this year. So what she did was she reached out to the Call of Duty Warzone game creators or whatever, and had them specifically carve her initials into a rock inside the video game. So as he was playing the video game, he stumbled upon her initials, and Harvey, he shared a screenshot on Instagram saying, you can't even when you're playing the game, you can't escape me. Thank you, Call of Duty, for making this happen for me. And he says, don't know how you pulled this off, but damn, girl, this is love. This was smooth. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you, baby. I thought that was so sweet. I thought that was actually really, really sweet of her. Yeah, absolutely. Marry her. Yes, absolutely. I think he would marry her. I think she is they are really, really cute together. I really see them being together. It's the right kind of balance of need attention, don't need attention. I'm a celebrity, you're a celebrity. When she's out there, he's not. I don't see them competing. I see them totally in love with each other's energy. I like it. I like him for her, and I like her for him. She's a little hot, and I'm sure he's a little hot too. So that shit is probably hot. I want them to be together. Please. I hope so. I see that ring displayed prominently on Lorena's Naomi finger. Rich people gifts. She stole my man. Oh no, J True. It's so many other Michael B. Jordans out here in the world, though. They're just, they got to be washed off. I'm so damn hurt. Why? Hey, why are you so hurt? I think that's a beautiful thing. And you just got to put it in perspective of a dude who video games all the time. Constantly video games. They see the same shit all the time. So they don't expect that level of detail to just pop up. So it was very creative on her side. Like you said, it is a rich person gift, because I think many of us would do some shit like that for somebody and just get it over with. Michael is a part of the LGBT community. Stop playing. See, I don't think he get down. I don't think he get down. I don't think he do. I don't at all. I think he is just a handsome man who's talented and got him a good girl. Like, I want that for him, please. And if he does get down, I just hope it's just like some open relationship, bisexual type shit. Like, they just being freaky swingers. But I just want them to just do their thing, have a baby, and do y'all thing. That's all I want for them. Hey, Miss Cruiser, had to wake up early. Hey, good morning, and yes, thank you for the updates on Tyrese. We talked about it this morning. I saw your video, and I was like, oh my god, I know this is not going to turn out pretty. Pneumonia with COVID-19 complications, and when you're of a certain age, that's a mixture of all kind of hospitalization. So I'm just glad she left it in future. I'm glad she had those experiences, though. I don't think she would be as celebrated had she not. He ain't gay. Hey, she a trick. She's not a trick. Mark this date. It may be 5 years from now. Oh my God. Hey, Tracy's World. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, Miss Juicy Reviews. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope not. I hope not. I just thought it was a really, really cute thing. All right. I know y'all have heard this. Nick Cannon made a song begging for. Good morning, Joanna. Begging for Mariah Carey back. Don't now. I hope y'all don't believe that this was nothing more than him trying to switch the narrative about him being a deadbeat person, having all these babies out here. I hope y'all see it for what it actually is. I read this and said, "Oh my God, Nick Cannon, this is how you get them in bed." He's doing exactly what he would normally do to get them in. He got a whole song. So let me read some of the lyrics from the song. In fact, actually, you need to go listen to the song. It's called Alone. YouTube it, because he hit a note on there that had me like looking literally at the screen like, are you kidding me? So it's apparently an ode to Carrie, who he shares the 10-year-old twins, Moroccan and Monroe. He said, "This is the gospel of his broken soul. This is as raw as it gets." So he tweeted with the link to the song, "This is for anybody else who is alone on Valentine's Day. I had to come raw from the heart on this one." Child, if you don't put your thing back in your pants. So in one of the parts of the song, he raps, "I don't want to be here alone. I've been trying to keep my distance. I've been lying, I say. I'm cool when I know I miss it. I trade it all for the case if I could have you back. If I could go back to where we started at." Talking about Mariah Carey. And then he goes on to say, "As much as I want you back, it's probably better where you at. Because I'm still running the streets. I'm still all in the sheets, having babies, models and singers and actresses saying they pregnant by me. Have to pay $10,000 a week. I take care of my peeps. Now you don't worry about when I creep. You got a man next to you when you sleep." Back to his corny days. You remember these days? Y'all remember when he was rapping? What do you all think about this? Do you think it was worth it, him shooting his shot at Mariah? Mariah's well moved on, but if it's giving a little Kanye, what do you all think about that? I don't feel bad for him. So all of a sudden you get trashed because time and time again you tell someone you're going to celebrate, you're not going to have a baby, then you have a baby. Now you're feeling bad after just making this announcement at the gender reveal, literally not even 3 to 4 fucking weeks ago. And now we're here where you're alone and you're doing a song to Mariah Carey and we're supposed to feel sorry for you. I'm so sorry. I would not be the person for him to speak to. That man would probably walk off somewhere. I would tell him, no, wrong person you're doing a song to. You need to be writing songs to these damn baby mamas. You think you alone, them bitches alone too. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I don't know. I'm of course not. Please like the video. Please hit the like button. Remember, that's your tip. Show some support, please. I appreciate it. Hey, Ali, good morning. Good morning. Mariah don't want baby maker Nick Cannon back. It's too late. It's way too late. Child, please. Nick is corny. Way corny. It's embarrassing. It's almost like Kanye West when he just recently delivered a truck of flowers, a bed of flowers to Kim Kardashian with her name on the side of the truck. I said, in the name of fucking corniness, this man is a fashion mogul, a celebrated hip hop artist, and you're doing shit like this, man. He is so pathetic with this one. After he spread his seed all around, right? And now Mariah wants you. What the like a whole mogul? You know what I'm saying? Mariah is probably laughing. I hasn't made he's disrespectful. I think he think that peeing will make a difference, but I mean, you can only like that so much till it's not even enough to satisfy everything. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, it was great while it lasted. Y'all got 2 babies out of it. I need more. Good morning, YB Shady. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. T Trisha, good morning. He is too reckless. 7 kids later. Right. And you just now decided you want Mariah. It reminds me of J-Lo and Ben Affleck. Like they did all of this shit with everybody else, going through all the mud, and then to come back together. Y'all, so I'm saying it makes you wonder, like, so y'all just decided that. Like there was no texting in between. Y'all just realized that okay, we need to be back together to do this shit. Yeah, this ain't that kind of situation. I'm sorry, Nick. He could have easily sent the mother of his children a text message. Period. And you know they embarrassed. They already mad about the condom machine. They like, who sent you that? I want to know who sent you that. He's an idiot. Can't keep it in his pants. Man has issues. Yeah, he has. I mean, you would have to be a sexual addict at that point. Like, there's got to be more to it than you just freaking having babies. I mean, I know what we know about his health, but at a point when you're now doing it and then you have love for this woman, but you're doing it, it's like you can't find just one woman and just do that. You got to have it with all the women. There's something else going on. I read that someone sent Nick Cannon a vending machine. Yeah, Kevin Hart sent it as their little pranks back and forth, but the women, they didn't like that shit. They thought it was like, you know, what people are trying to shade them. Yeah. How can anyone determine who the song is about? I'll have to listen to it. Yeah, listen to it. No, he says it's an ode to Mariah. And he sampled her. He sampled her on this. Sampled her one of her songs. What song was that? No. You'll recognize it when it plays. Here, I'm gonna play it. Y'all tell me if y'all hear it. Only a snippet. All right, that hit the 10-second mark. Okay. So that was the song. You all go and check that out. It's called Alone, and you can find it on YouTube. She doesn't know him or his version and tried, right? Alone with 1 to 2 churn a piece. That's what I told him. You alone how? But you got a whole community. You need to start a school. You alone. You need to be looking for a board for a school to start. You got children. No, Kanye is managed. Yeah. We're gonna get into Kanye. We're gonna get into Kanye crazy ass. I don't think he cares what we want or think. Well, a lot of them don't at this point. When you start doing shit like this and Kanye, you stop caring about what public opinion is. Now you're literally catering to survival. Like you're starting to, okay, I want you back. I'm gonna do every fucking thing. Like, get out of here. Good morning, human hysteria. It would have been romantic had the woman wanted them, had she wanted, like, had it not been. That's a mess. It's a mess, and it makes him look a lot crazier. But we're gonna get into that. We're gonna break that down. $10,000 a week for child support. Child, let me DM Nick real quick. Well, on the next story, this ain't even shit. We're gonna go to another story right after this where this $10,000 ain't even shit. And they broke it down that he's paying I think like $1,000 a week per child, which equates to $4,000 a month. It's something like that. Hey, good morning, Lil one had to come sub with this one. Hey, Lil one, thank you. Talking about his vision is crystal clear. Right. We know it need to be magnum clear. We need you to be extra large magnum clear about your vision, boo. Kanye and Nick, boo, lame, and corny. I know Kanye is making it so hard for me to just like be on his side. Her background dancer. We know what that is. Kanye forever. You really want them together forever? You know it was Kevin Hart, right? Okay, let me speed it up. Yeah, that was shade. Hollywood people are confusing. Plus, they sleep with each other. Oh my god! And then they like each other and stop liking each other. That was shade. Miss Jones had me thinking for a minute, but then I realized I'm missing a couple of parts. Oh wow, yeah, he bugging. I don't know about his health issue. What's his issue? He does realize, even as a corpse, Mariah can still do better than him. She must have loved him to get in the first place. I think she was like bad boy struck, Nick the woke version of Future. Really? That is a very interesting way to think about it. Like I love I love what Kanye produces. I had to define that this weekend as I talked to somebody about Kanye. I like his product. I like, after all of this bullshit, I like what it produces. I like to look at his fashions. I like to look at, hear the music afterwards. I like to see the stories afterwards. But when he going through it, I'm just like, there's nobody around you to tap you to say, bro, you're doing way too fucking much. Like, you're doing way, 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 way too much. You are Kanye West with a certain amount of money. You can never get on your platform and tell your fans that if they see someone, they should scream at them. That's not only dumb, it's a threat. It's a threat. But we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that because I'm about to go all off. I love takes time. There you go. Thank you. I was trying to find it. I'm not good with Mariah samples. I got a friend that's Mariah, and then we argue all the time. So it's like I push Mariah to one side of my brain. I don't appreciate Nick Cannon passing all his illnesses onto his innocent babies. Sickle cell, kidney issues, and others. Didn't he just have it? You not doing it right. He not just had some kids that lupus at night. So he's just selfish. Did you see Sean King call out Kanye's behavior? I haven't. I need to go check that out. I have a very volatile thing with Sean King. He does a lot for no reason. Meanwhile, Pete Davidson, Skete. Oh yeah. He's packing. Ariana told us already. Pete Davidson he got that thing. And I ain't nobody mad. Yes, Kanye is a very hard. Yes. I like Kanye and music and his Yeezy. I'm about to cop another pair. Okay, I have a hell of a bunch of Yeezys. I have these one Yeezys. Where they at? Did I put them in here? Where my the black Yeezys at? Oh, here they go. I have these black Yeezys, and every time I wear them and I walk my dog, all the dogs just stop because I don't know what they think these are, but they just stop and want to sniff and look at them. And since it was my dog, so I have to keep him up on the shelf because this little badass like this chew shoes. He's a shoe chewer. That's what he is. Let Kanye stay manic. We're gonna get a good album or shoes out of this, baby. When I tell you that Donda 2 is about to snap off, I know it is because Donda 1 was packaged the way he wanted it to do because he was going through a lot of stuff. This Donda 2 is a response to Certified Lover Boy. I'm telling you that right now. Anytime you got Future executive producing your album, you're trying to produce a different kind of sound. I promise you that. We might as well just go right into fucking Kanye. I mean, I was trying not to. Hey, they said no. They did. Y'all mean, okay, Skete. I'm calling him Skete from now on. I love the name. I know it. The dogs. They like a cat tired. All right. So what did we just did? We just did Nick Cannon. All right, let's get into this other story real quick. Since we are on child support, Tristan child support. So apparently we just said that Nick Cannon pays about what, $10,000 a month. How about Tristan Thompson is out here paying $120,000 a month in child support? Okay. So apparently there was this person who did the numbers and tried to figure out who he's paying. So as you already know, he shares a 5-year-old Prince with Jordan Craig, a 3-year-old True Thompson with Khloe Kardashian, and a newborn son, Angelo Cash Thompson, with Marley Nichols. And so each of the so basically how boiled it down was his base salary, his take-home salary is probably $5 million. And so they reduced that by 1.5 million annually in child support payments, making it 40,000 per child per month. Okay, he is paying out the nose for these kids. If he is paying 40,000 to Marley and Jordan, he is doing the same for Chloe. He wouldn't have been able to get it reduced because she is worth more. This is why I don't understand how Nick Cannon keep having all of them kids. You know, they shady for adding Pampers. I just noticed that. Oh, I just noticed that. Yeah, so Tristan out here paying $120,000 a month in child support between 3 baby mamas, including Khloe Kardashian. And do you think this man will stop? I predict another baby within the year. I think they are habitual sleepers. They just walk around with their thing just on 10 all the time. Let me find out the dog's got style. I think Sean initially dated his wife because of her hue. I could believe that. He's just so like. I remember we bought tickets to see him speak at was it? It was in God, I don't know what the fucking place is called, but it was in Chicago, and he canceled at the last minute. It was just like, it was so unprofessional of him, as he should. Okay, that's a lot of money though. They shady for adding. Yeah, that ninja needs a vasectomy. These men ain't gonna get one though. She named him Cash. She did 40,000 a month. Yup. Girl, peace. Listen, that is very expensive. Listen, I can imagine how many women just I'm talking about throwing it at him, putting it down there and wiping it on his nose. Like, you want some? Baby. No wonder Drake putting hot sauce in the condom. Like, damn, that'll change your life forever. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get the women standing by the hotel doors like, what's up? I need to step my child support game. Well, I clearly didn't follow the sign. Baby, the price is way too high. He needs to cut it. That's the thing. They say he tried to get it to cut, but unfortunately, it's based off of his income. It's based off of how much he make. And so I think because he make 5 million, they must take a third or a little less than a third of his income and dedicate it to child support payments. And then he divide that sum up based on how many kids he got. So they would have had more, but because he had a third child, I think they had to divide it, and the fraction gets lower and lower. So, which makes sense why Nick Cannon is paying $10,000 because he has more kids. Now it makes sense. Okay, so he's still paying a lot yearly. Tristan told the last baby mama that he is retiring next year, so she won't be getting much from him. His words, not mine. Okay, not another baby within a year. Yes. Oh my God, Tristan, listen, Chloe is the walkover of the Kardashians. You know, I used to call her the butt face because she just had like a booty face. It was just real, you know, extra curvy. And I call damn extra curvy in the face. Yes, and so I feel like she's so used to being walking, you know, taking advantage of, you know, walked over, that this is nothing to her. Oh, it's okay. I'm a Kardashian. So I don't see him changing. I don't see her changing. For all we know, they done been hugged up and kissed up. It's just the media, you know, they're not gonna let the media know. I'm telling you, them Kardashians. That's how I feel about Pete Davidson and Kim. After I've been watching pictures of them, I see, you know, the angles for the images of the pictures. We're gonna get into it. I'll be skipping all around wearing. I have personal feelings on the likes of Tristan, Future, and Nick's of the world. Baby, you said all of them, they got a whole college in their own. Tristan, Future, and Nick, baby. Square Biz, good morning to you. No generational wealth. All those hands will be out when Nick passes. They will. And then, like I said, who knows what are you doing to hone them to have talents or to do something that's going to be impactful like their father? Like, are you just having them and then giving them to the world to say, do what you want? People hate wearing condoms. I know I do. Don't do that. It's early. It's early. You got to grab that condom and just grab it. You just got to grab it. You just got to get your little container and keep them there. A vasectomy. Cut it. Oh, we got a story about that later, y'all. Oh, we got a story. So all the fellas, I'm telling you now, we have a very sensitive story later. Whoa, when we get to local news, grab your nuts and hold your cock because it's gonna be real hot. I used to process garnishments, and y'all are spot on with how it works. Okay, all right, because I'm over here trying to figure it out, baby. Not they garnish, so that's how they do child support. You don't just write a check; they just take it out of your check. Now that's called shaming. At that point, that's shaming. These people can't just make a payment online. They don't just go to a website and make a payment. I know I could be really, really wrong, but you mean to tell me they literally, the IRS and the government is literally reaching their hands in these people's checks and taking the money, even when they're millionaires? Whoa. Damn. Okay, I can stop complaining about a few things. Broken homes will become the norm in a few years. We figured out what it was on Monday, Ali. It's called consciously co-parenting. That bullshit. Like, that is just another term for respectfully baby mama or respectfully baby father. Consciously co-parenting? Ain't no consciously co-parenting, and you get to no. I don't get it. I don't see it. You either co-parenting or you're not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just me. It's just your sad thing is the women knows about it. Hey, Charlene, good morning. Thank you for being a member, and I hope you are well. Thank you for being here. Have you seen Chloe? Them damn, yes, baby. She should have got all kind of lotion endorsements after that. I mean, she should have had a commercial out. Chris fell the ball off of that one. Her next commercial should have been a whole Vaseline skit. Her hands going out and going in and coming back out nicely. You know what I'm saying? That was disgusting. She crying in the Phantom. Listen, that's all she can do is cry in the Phantom. It sucks to have to cry in the Phantom. The next baby will be Kylie and Tristan. Don't do that. Do not. Kylie's another one. What did she say? Her and Travis Scott are just going along with the ride. They're parenting, co-parenting, and they have a great relationship. So it is what it is. Another, we fuck when we want to, and he does his thing, I do my thing, and we got a baby. That is wealthy billionaire talk. There ain't no fucking way we getting around with that in the real world. That's because you coming back to me because I have $1 billion in the bank. Allegedly, because we know that's been false. That's been, cleared up. It's sad because raising kids takes dedication. I'm way behind y'all. I'm sorry. I'm about to screw up the chat real quick. Dude, rubbers are free. He didn't handle his business. Now I gotta pay. Hell no, you take it out. Check. That's some shit. It's a shame. That's why you should handle yours, so you don't have to handle yours. Consciously uncoupling. Yeah, that to me is just weird. You broke up. What do you mean you consciously? We've decided we're gonna go our separate ways, and on every Tuesday of the second month, we're gonna have dinner just to make sure things are clear. Communication. Well, bitch, I don't want to talk to you after this. Ain't nothing about breaking up with me conscious. It's all gonna be go your separate way, and I'm gonna go my separate way, unless it's a marriage kind of thing, and we need to do it because I don't want you trying to take all my shit, but. I don't believe in that. Maybe I'm still a bitch right now, but I don't believe in no. Bye. And maybe I'll holler at you in a year or two. Yes, they will garnish your check. I had a coworker make around 2,000, but after child support, his take home was 300. How many kids he had? That's why I say it's cheaper to keep her. That's what he was trying to do. Black men are down bad, bro. Have you seen what Kanye been doing? Yes, we getting into it. We surely is. Kylie just had a boy February 2nd. With Mr. Travis. Definition of rich sex. That's why you should work it out yourself and not let it get to where the government have to tell you. I agree. I didn't know they were doing that. I thought it was a system where you can pay into, like you can get your stuff. I think they need to give whatever it takes to take care of the child. However, we also know that some women do not do the proper thing with the money. That's true. All right, me and my ex-husband co-parent without need of court telling us how to love and care for our children together but apart. Right. And that's just it. Would you title that consciously co-parenting, or would you just be co-parenting? Like, what is conscious about it? Y'all know what y'all doing. I just see we just put new titles on. Interesting. They all have biracial kids. I wonder if they will take the Holly Berry route. Holly's mother told her from jump that she's a black woman. You know what? This is a very good question, Miss Toby. So, Miss Toby, yes, in this instance with the Kardashians, I believe 100% they're telling their kids they're black. I believe it. I believe they think that's the culture. It's the in thing. It makes you unique. It makes you hip. Look at your fathers. You know, they're all celebrated in their community. So I think for them, for the Kardashians, it's you're black, your dad's Kanye. You know, I don't see them really leading towards Rob Kardashian kind of conversation. You know what I mean? I definitely see them leading towards, and your dad did this here, and so you all correct me, that could be a little wrong, but I feel like that. Don't forget, it's Carrie Ray's birthday, y'all. Happy birthday to Carrie Ray. She dropped the Cash App earlier. If you want to scroll up, I don't even got if you want to drop it again, Carrie, I'll post it back up too. Did you talk about the third person who has been cured from HIV? I was reading that before I started. I wanted to read more about the person because I was trying to see if they had like pre-existing conditions or something, like what was around it. So I'm going to talk about that'll probably be in our Friday roundup on our local news. That was definitely a good one, Aiden. I saw that. I was like, wow, okay. They all wanted to be black. They made sure to have kids. Exactly. That's my thing. They are definitely going to tell them kids they black. What? They better, because the world will tell them. We will. Surely will. I don't give no fucks about your mammy being white. Okay, dream a black woman too. I think they are having children that look like they wish they looked like the whole time. Oh, thank you, Tennessee King. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate the support. I do. I really do. I believe they tell their children that they are biracial, not black, unless they are Kim's kids because of Kanye. You think Kris Jenner is sitting there saying, "Now make sure when you guys go to school," you think she's giving them that kind of talk? Yeah, court is always different. Make sure y'all support Carrie Ray. I appreciate it. I definitely think that court dates white men living in her truth. Like, I think that's her wholeheartedly. Absolutely 100%. Yes, they want black kids. In one of Kanye's rants last week, he said he gave them the culture and he'll take it back. Yeah, okay, about 6 kids too late. And Chris snatched her up. Well, okay. 6 kids too late and about 3 creative directors, 2 off. He done gave her all the fucking secrets. But we're gonna get into that too. All right. So we did child support. Let's talk about this. This shit is getting crazier and crazier. So first, we're gonna touch on the update to the lawsuits that Trey Songz is finding himself in. Like, this shit is crazy to me. I just want to close some of these windows because you're not about to mess up my computer, mess up my flow. All right, so Trey, if you all don't know, Trey Songz is in the midst of 3. There was just a new lawsuit being lodged against him of a rape. So he's in the midst of 3. So currently, right now, he has a defendant who, I'm trying to get the defendant name. Johanna Jeffries is accusing the singer of assaulting her while out on New Year's in 2017 at 11 nightclub. When she says Song's legal name, Tremaine Neverson, penetrated her with his finger without consent. Now, Trey Songz' legal team is saying that an unnamed witness whom they claim was with Songz and Johanna Jeffries at the time denies seeing the assault. And they're saying that this witness was approached by Jeffries' lead attorney to testify differently. So according to Trey Songz' lawyers, they're saying that the alleged witness never saw inappropriately touched plaintiff or anything that could have resembled that. So now the plaintiff and her counsel is alleging that Trey Songz was involved in witness tampering by trying to speak to this witness. They state that by an affidavit attached to the motion and through recorded statements that may be presented as an evidentiary hearing that the assault described in the complaint never happened. So he's facing that. Here's one of the most interesting parts of this. Sorry about that. An ad popped up. I hate when these damn ads pop up like that. So here's the most craziest thing about this. So Trey Songz lawyers in a legal document claims that Johanna Jeffries' lawyer Ariel Mitchell hoped to bring her in, which this unidentified witness, and offered a payout between $100,000 and $200,000. TMZ reports that the lawyer also represents another of Song's accusers, Dylan Gonzalez, who claimed earlier this year that the singer committed an assault against her at a Las Vegas hotel. So this is the second person. The second person detailed her rape allegation on Instagram and Twitter on January 12th and encouraged those who have been assaulted to come forward, adding that you cannot heal what you do not reveal. And so Trey Songz looks like he is on the end of nothing but a lot of different suits being lodged against him. Here's the interesting part. So that's that case, right? Now we have the new one. And this new one just had me just very intrigued. So the new rape accusation is being brought against him. It's being said that on it's being allegedly, the woman claims that she had a consensual relationship with the singer that was sexual, but that changed on March 24th, 2016, when he allegedly became a savage rapist. So you already know he's dealing with those two other separate sexual assault cases. So he, of course, denied this, saying that the attorney who drafted this suit was credibly accused of trying to pay a woman to falsely accuse Trey. Then hours later, this same attorney has filed this suit on behalf of an anonymous client. It isn't hard to see what's happening here, and it is a shame for genuine victims of sexual assault. So what he's saying is that the person that's suing him in this lawsuit is being represented by the person of the other previous lawsuit, Johanna Jeffries. And in this lawsuit, Songz is being sued by a Jane Doe who claims that she went to one of the artist's house parties in 2016. She alleges she was invited upstairs and then raped by Songz after she told him she did not want to have anal sex. The woman alleges Songz removed her pants when they got to the room, held her down, and forcibly inserted his penis into her anus. She also said that she screamed throughout the alleged ordeal and begged for him to stop. The woman also alleged that she went to the hospital and was too frightened to name the artist after she was examined. She said the examination found that there was severe anal tearing that could require surgery. Now, with all of this, what do you all think? I know what I think. I just want to hear what you all think. I would love to get your opinion because I don't want to jump the gun. Yes, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Bad itch contest. It's your birthday. Plaintiff, you believe? Trey needs to settle down because this lifestyle ain't working for him. Mr. Still Your Girl gonna pay, unfortunately. I would have slapped him on the spot and made a whole scene so people would know that he has too many claims against him. Yes, Voodoo. Hey, Voodoo. Not saying that they act not truthful, but I hate the bandwagon effect. The pile on. Oh, okay. Little Wine never said that Trey past with women have always been messy. Remember the guy Lighty took him and wife out when he found out about Trey and his wife affair? Yeah, I remember that. He tried to mess with what is her name again, the pretty black chick from Disney. Keke Palmer. What is her name? She is a presenter now. She came out against him years ago. Are y'all talking about Keke? Hey, Diesel, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dude, these non-black women are using brothers like ATMs and they keep falling for the okie doke. It's really prevalent in the sports industry. I always find that I find it so interesting how many football players, NBA players, and the like are married to women of different races. And, sometimes I've been told that it's always because of who you're around in their environment. They have a lot more access to different types of people. And so, it's always, who you marry is always a reflection of, your environment, who you're around, your culture. And so if that's a reflection of their culture, then that's part of it. But I always find it interesting that it's an overwhelmingly majority that are married to a different race. Not that it's a problem, but what's so different? Yes, Kiki Palmer, Michael Barlow. It is a bandwagon effect. Hey, Busy Blue. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. He is a little guy. I have pushed off bigger guys than him off me. Y'all aim for the balls. The balls. There will be more victims. Oh, do y'all see what's going on? They are trying to stick it to him. I don't think everyone is lying. Even Celine Power spoke on Trey, but her reputation made people not listen. Oh, I don't know about that, but these non-black women have definitely figured out that black men are thirsty and using it against them. When there's smoke, there's fire. I always say that though. I always say believe in smoke and mirrors. When there's smoke, there's always something going on. No, that's an excuse. I agree. So here's my thing, right? Like the first story, the first two allegations happened some time ago, and they bring in a lawsuit against him. And then you have this other allegation. I'm always interested in at what moment did you decide that that you needed to file a suit? I'm not victim shaming, not blaming, so that we can walk the story back. And because a lot of times it'll be, I was scared to say something, or I didn't know who to go to. So I would love to hear those, in that gap, what took so long for these stories to become prevalent, even considering the Me Too movement. Because as an attorney, you would want to weed out all of the weak defenses that, you're doing a payout. You want to, so as a person, I would want to get straight to those questions. Why are you waiting till now? Did something trigger this? When was the last time you talked to Trey Songz? Have you ever received any financial payments from? If all of those questions, clear out, then I think that there's some legitimate claims here, and a pattern. And that was the other thing that I noticed, is that there's a pattern in these stories that I'm reading from them. And the one huge pattern I'm noticing, and I didn't want to believe it to be his character, is that he is, when it comes to sexual intimacy, I guess for him, being rough, force, and taking it is more is a part of his story. I guess his sexual innuendo. I found that to be very, very interesting, because you see Trey Songz as this soft lover boy. So I was like, wow, Trey doing all of that? Okay. That's crazy. No one gets to decide the right time for you to tell your story. I agree, V. Lenore, but sometimes you have to wonder, like, why, if it was such a traumatic incident to you, and the whole point of you doing this is to stop the situation from happening, what prevented you from coming forth maybe a year later, not 4 or 5 years later? That would be my only thing to that. But I understand, 10 years from now, if you wanted to come back and tell your story, I'm just always curious as to what motivated you to really want to come out and say, yes, this happened to me. Yes, because in those 5 years, you could have helped more women. You could have motivated even more things. You could have stopped some things from happening. Even a year later, we have a story of another woman being raped. So it's just like, to me, it's just like, okay, Hey, Queen Diva, good morning, good morning, good morning, Bill Cosby. Yes, a pattern. It's very much so a pattern. I think the person that's doing the accusing should be punished if it's proved they are lying. Absolutely. Yeah, you damaged someone's career. Absolutely. You should be punished. And that's why I am always wanting to know more sides to the story. I don't easily jump on either side, whether you're lying or telling the truth. It's not for me to decide. What I want to know are the facts, though. Like, okay, boom, boom, boom are the facts. Now I can clearly see that, oh, this was a situation of X, Y, and Z. Just simply coming out here and filing a lawsuit of sexual assault isn't enough for me to just sit here and say he's 100% guilty. I need to know way more. That's why I like to wait till court documents come out. I like to see what they do in the court proceedings, because that's always telltale. Like we did with the Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty case, and we saw how that went totally different than what everybody thought. So I would love to see how this plays itself out. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you. That was nice. Maybe because other women, these claims, other women have come forward, right? So just think about it. How many other women would have come forward, you know, if you'd said this like the years prior to? Not blaming you, but just trying to add some meat around, you know, what's going on. And these are things people are going to ask. I'm not just sitting here being an asshole. These are literally questions folks will ask. And so, you know, I'm just being for real. These claims comes when these men stop being cash cows. Now it's time to collect on the protection these men used to have. Shame, guilt, and depression are reasons why someone would want to tell their story now. J Truth, it's a pattern. Once these men aren't in the limelight anymore, now the floodgates are open. I agree. Fear is the reason most times, but when other women come forward, they feel like the story may be believed. That's what I'm saying. I agree. Every situation is different. It's easier to speak, move with numbers. People are often afraid of the aftermath of exposing a high-profile person. I agree. Yeah, because you better have a whole huge defense team. That's one thing. I wish lie detector tests were admissible in a law. Intimidation. There are many reasons to stay quiet. So do I, Ali. Yeah, Ali. Some folks can pass a lie detector. Ain't that the truth? Well, I'm going to stay tuned to this story. I know we're going to hear more about this. I really didn't want this to be a part of his storyline, but unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be. Same thing with Chris Brown. Like, I didn't want that to be a part of his storyline, but it looks like, you know, he has these multiple incidents of, you know, sexual assault, rape allegations, and so it's just curious to see how they play this out. If anything, they need to start learning the lessons, and like today, your interactions with women and people in general needs to be guarded, protected. Like, you need to start that now. I don't care if they filed a lawsuit on you yesterday. You need to change your behavior now. Any little thing you can do, you need to do that now, because you need to get ahead of what's about to come. You know what I mean? You need to do it now. So that would be my advice to him. Like, you need to start getting ahead of your own shit, because it's about to hit you. It's about to be more cases and stuff of people alleging sexual assault. So let's talk about this. We talked about this story before, but we never talked about his side of it and how he felt, which I really didn't care, but I just felt like in total completion. Let's see what he had to say. So DaBaby says he acted in complete self-defense in the bowling alley brawl. And I just thought it was just so retarded of him to even come out and say that. So a TMZ pap caught him leaving, I think he was leaving a restaurant, and asked him, I can't play no TMZ. Please don't play TMZ. You're gonna do a rematch with Brandon Bills? All right, so TMZ caught up with him and asked him if he was willing to do like a second round with Brandon Bills, the brother of Danny Lee, after, you know, they ran up on him, just a one-on-one, just to make it fair. And DaBaby responded by saying self-defense shouldn't run around threatening people. Now, DaBaby, self-defense, what do you mean there's self-defense? When somebody threatens you, your self-defense is to jump them? Are you kidding me? So this is what he says: if you shouldn't run around threatening people. So that was his self-defense that he employed by jumping this man at the goddamn bowling alley. So asked if he would agree to more fair one-on-one face-off, he ignored the question and kept moving. But by the time he got around to leaving, he was asked if he was done bowling for a while. He responded, "I love bowling." My advice to DaBaby: sit your ass down somewhere. So they are investigating. The bowling alley has banned him. The bowling alley banned him, and the local authorities are investigating this as an assault. And so we all know DaBaby doesn't have a really good track record when it comes to his aggression, his violence. So we will see how this plays out. DaBaby, sit your ass down somewhere. Like, stop acting like a baby. You really are. It's not attractive. You know how somebody can be cute and attractive, but their ways just turn you off. Like, you got all this money, but you choose to do little shit like this. Have your goons run up in the bowling alley, and then when they catch you outside, you says self-defense. You shouldn't be threatening nobody. You know how corny and oh my God, it just sounds like a weak man. And I hate listening to weak men. I mean, you thinking like, oh, I wish something happens to him. And nothing bad, nothing crazy. I just wish a lesson came his way. Chris Brown did it to himself. I don't feel sorry for him. Oh, I like my Chris Brown. Because there's been rumbling about Trey through entertainment world, but it's always brushed away. Now it's becoming more frequent. I'm tired of DaBaby and his answer. I'm telling you, we both are on the same fucking page. He just annoys me. Why do you think that R. Kelly preyed on black women and not on black women, non-black women, because he could? Non-black have a whole system to protect them. Understand? I get you, Michael, in here dropping some knowledge this morning. I get it. If it was so traumatic, it is a time to tell the story, and that time is immediately. Tennessee. You get what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like when somebody says you're in a domestic violence situation and you tell them, don't say, only come and tell us when you think it's safe for you to come and tell us. And you be thinking in your mind, like, no, call the police now, do something now. So I look at this situation like, wow, it's a similar assault situation. I wouldn't want anyone feeling like they have to wait long time out before they came true with their story and missed a prime opportunity to really, get someone, stick it to someone. So that's why I say, immediately. Well, the brother did threaten him and he said it was on site. The brother, another weak one. Sit your ass down somewhere for you really get your ass beat at a bowling alley. Now I could see him going back to a bowling alley and people wanting to fight him just on GP. Like, bruh, you ain't really doing that. He isn't gonna stop until they shoot. Oh wait, you all, please hit the like button. I forgot. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. I appreciate it. He isn't gonna stop until they shoot him. It's a pattern with DaBaby now, always claiming self-defense. Just a turd. Often the aggressor, but shout self-defense, assault with a deadly weapon. Period. He be going too much. Well, old boy did say on site, so I take that as a threat. That's a threat. I mean, it's a different, we gonna fight when I see you on site, and then you show up on site. So now the question is, did he put his hands on him? Did you, when you stepped on site, you felt threatened and violated because a threat was issued that if you step on this site, you would be harmed, and so you stepped on the site and you feel threatened? Like, I'm just trying to play the logic out of it. So if you felt threatened, why did you go? I don't know. Baby. Ooh, we need adjudicator on that. If the brother pop off on him, then it's self-defense. If they are lying, I think they should serve the same amount of prison time as a supposed rapist. What system protects black women? I'm confused. No, B, he's saying that there's a system that protects white, non-black women and incidents, as like rape or allegations like that, but there's no system that really protects non-black women. I think that's what you were saying. I'm sorry. I am not saying that black men are innocent. In fact, I'm saying that they are guilty. It just becomes a media story because they are non-black women. There is so much psychological mess going on following assault. Not everyone will process it immediately unless you have been in that situation. You really don't know. That's true. And again, like, I have never been in a sexual assault type of situation. So I'm not sure, how traumatic or how heavy it is for you to even reach out to someone if you're embarrassed. I don't know what that shame feels like. So I agree with you. I'm just saying, when I think of stuff like that, I instantly pair it with other incidents of, traumatic things. And I try to see, like, what would you do? So that's where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a instantly get this motherfucker. Yes, Joanna, please hit the like, y'all. I appreciate it. Hey, good morning, Miss Philadelphia. I attract freaks and predators quite often, so I have learned to defend myself a bit, but not everyone will act immediately. with all the N-bombs threw around like he isn't completely of Latin descent. Baby and M needed the Molly was that. But he just need to have somebody else do it. Right? Right? Gemini, good morning. Hey, good morning to all y'all in here. All right. Now let's move on to the crazy man. So we gonna start this with Kanye. Let's just go into it. We got some time today. So Kanye been doing all kind of shit this week. First Kanye puts this on his Instagram. Thank you guys for your support of my family. My family means more to me than any other accomplishment in life. If anyone loves me and my family, if you see Skete in real life, scream at the loser at the top of your lungs and say Kim Ye forever. Now, would you all take that as a threat towards Skete Davidson? I can't keep doing that. I can't disrespect him on a show like that. Would you all do that to Pete Davidson? I mean, would you? Hey, good morning, Tony. Good morning to you. Do you all think that's a threat? Because Kim apparently thought that was a threat. And so Kanye began to share text messages between him and Kim Kardashian. Now, this is all happening Valentine's Sunday, Valentine's Day, then after Valentine's Day. So he shares this text message. You are creating a dangerous and scary environment, and someone will hurt Pete, and this will be all your fault. And so he goes on, upon my wife's request, please nobody do anything physical to Skete. I'm going to handle the situation myself. That wasn't enough. He had to go and show some more. So, as you can see, she's trying to tell him there are dangerous people out there and this is scary and it doesn't have to be. And he's still fighting for his family, y'all. I will always do everything to protect you and our family forever. And I listened to you and told everyone to make sure nothing physical happens to Skete. And it's just like, Kanye, what is the problem? This is what he sent her for Valentine's Day. A truck with her name on it with roses on the back. A truck full of roses. Now, people gave mixed reactions. A lot of people were like, you know, this is cool. You know, he really wants his woman back. But here's the thing. On that very same day, Kim and Pete are at a restaurant with this staged ass kiss. Do you see the man looking directly at the camera behind them? Staged. All this is why I was telling y'all earlier that I see her having fun with him and using this as a way to clear her image of Kanye West. So she went from Kanye to this guy who's goofy fun. They had all this fun. She went into all this shit. And then this being a wash as well. Because I don't think he fits the forever guy for her. Like, that's not her guy. I don't see it at all. And so I see all these stage photos. And so I think Kanye West is really that triggered him seeing this and this. And so then you get a tweet and then you get, you know, all of these different tweets, and everyone is saying that it appears like he's stalking Kim Kardashian and he's threatening Kim Kardashian. So there was this one person on Twitter who put something good up and I wanted to talk about it. What Kanye is doing to Kim is harassment and public humiliation. The worst part is that it's happening in front of the world and people are watching it like entertainment. So I wanted to know, what are your thoughts? Do you think this is Kanye harassing Kim Kardashian, or do you think he is really fighting hard to get his family back? What are your thoughts? Are you tired of him too, Voodoo? Listen, I say that he needs and I always say, and I hate, and you know, I hate saying it, but he needs some grounded people around him. I'm talking about people that'll tell him to shut the fuck up, because when you don't have that kind of people around you, you're so lost. You're only lost in your own vision. You don't see things that you need to have in place around you. I don't understand why that's so hard to comprehend. How eager is anyone to speak about their most horrific trauma? I get it. Maybe she now all of a sudden felt a little bit more comfortable about it. I was in the clouds. Y'all realize with reporting sexual assault comes a rape kit and pictures of your nude body if necessary. Just saying that alone is reason not to report. I didn't know about the rape kit. I thought the rape kit was something that oh well yeah, that you had to either ask for. But if you go and tell them that, yeah, you're right. That's not a threat, but it is funny if somebody did that. It's not a threat, but you know Kanye's fans. You know what I'm saying? So I could see it as being a threat. Kanye looking bad, bro. Shaking my head. And notice how the Kardashians are ignoring him. Kanye will be in jail if he keeps it up. Well, they're building a case around him. That for certain. Kanye petty as fuck. Only second to 50 cents. Skete. I'm telling you, I had to stop. I'm saying it's so rude. Kim needs to put papers on him to shut up. Also, Peace, you in agreement that this is going a little bit too far. And to think we had the same birthday. You and Kanye? Oh wow. Skete better run. He's in danger. He fucked up giving him that name, Skete. Kanye acting like he still got goons on speed dial. Well, he said that he was gonna have 100 goons pull up to Saturday Night Live. I'm like, how gangster? You don't have them pull up to the club, pull up to the spot. You have them pull up to Saturday Night Live. Like, how gangster of you? Now you look like DaBaby. Stop talking. Stop. Michael Barlow, they threatening Britney Spears' ass. Well, now, you know. Kanye is going to be in jail, bro. Watch the Kardashians have more money when they get tired of him. He's going to be in trouble. Kim, pretty too. Their divorce playing out on the media will be hilarious to watch. Sad about the babies, though. Very staged. Very staged. Pete isn't anyone forever guy. No, he's not. I'm sure he's a good fuck. I'm sure he probably does hella drugs. And I'm sure Kim every once in a while, allegedly, and I'm sure it's a safe place for him. And I also think she has this wild side away from the media where she doesn't want to always be polished. And I think Pete offers her that, that acting goofy, and I think this is a way to clean her image up. You got to understand, in celebrity limelight, when you want to move on from one thing to other, you have to wash your image by, doing something. Some people change the color of their hair. Some people go do something crazy in the media to spin a story so it changes you. And I think Pete Davidson is supposed to be that for her, but Kanye isn't going anywhere. Kim prefers black men. I think she does. He'll be lucky if they do that. He might end up in jail. Skete is Kim something to do. It is. Good morning. Hey, Stacy. Good morning to you. It's harassment, bro. Don't sugarcoat it. Both. Yeah. I don't have any thoughts. Both. Paper trail, bro. Kanye is not lost. He sprung. Y'all remember how he treated what's her name? Amber Rose. Yeah, I remember that because I was reading that when I was looking at this about how he went off on Wiz and told Wiz, I own your son. I was like, God damn, I remember that. All of this gonna work out in Kim's favor. Absolutely. They're preparing the story now, and he just doesn't understand it. If she let him spend more time with his kids, I think he would be okay. Kanye only family is his kids. I think Kim, but that's the crazy thing. She is like, he had the babies all this weekend for the Super Bowl, and you still put this stunt on Monday. Why are you driving a truck? Like, it's a scorn. It just looks he's coming off scorn, and like you can't detached. You almost feel sorry for him. Is it when she isn't? It is when she isn't open to any of his advances. He was the one who began publicly dating all these women. Now he was cry out because Kim is dating one man when Kim could be dating a different man every day. Good morning. Hot Spicy Tea. Honestly, I'm here for the Ye versus Skete beef. Narcissist versus social climber. What's up, Sims Overdose? This is gonna be very interesting because Skete he actually does have support. And it's interesting. And I think that the more Kanye does things that make him look like he's crazy, the more he's going to lose support. Kanye is actually, I was shocked to see that he had a McDonald's commercial for the Super Bowl. I was like, wow, that's interesting. He isn't that crazy that they were willing to touch him. Is actually the lamest guy that she's dated. Do you know her history? The lamest guy. Yeah, when you add all the other sports players in, but he's the most famous. I want to say he's the most famous and probably the most wealthiest of all the men she's dated. He's 28 and she's 41. This ain't okay, V. I looked at the pictures and it's more pictures than this, but these were the only two I pulled. But I said, he gives me, I don't know what to wear. What should I put on? You be looking like, go wash your damn hands and go brush your teeth and then come back and talk to me. Skete made me keep her laughing while she deals with a stressful divorce. It may be digging them guts out. Kim mad he bought the house next door. I would have been mad too. At first, I thought it was okay because I thought they were peacefully co-parenting, you know, to the point where he could go over there and get the kids and bring them back to his house. I didn't know it was to the point where security wasn't even letting him in the house. At that point, it's like, bro, y'all not even talking. Kim already has a biracial kids and is not planning on having more, so she can date who she wants now. She got what she wanted. Oh boy, I'm so mad that we are casually just calling this man Skete. Voodoo, didn't you hear me earlier? I said I'm not gonna call this man Skete. Skete. He better figure out how to play this in his advantage. He might need to get him a line of cannabis called Skete. He might need to get him some condoms called Skete, but he better figure out how to get in front of this before Kanye really takes this to the bank on his ass, because the Skete can really affect his brand. He's had that money at the time he was famous. She used him. Yeah, and now on the flip side, you got this. You got I was gonna call this girl Trailer. You got Trailer over here talking about y'all finna kill me, but oh baby, will y'all please I have to play some music or something, but I have got to go to the bathroom. So y'all give me a minute. I'm about to play something. I'm over here sitting like, why am I not gonna go? I'm gonna go. Me no. Whew. Are we back? Yes, we back. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you all so very, 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 very much. Yes. For anybody get to asking, they all got what they wanted. Melanated nut. Damn, melanated nut. We just putting it out there, huh? Good Lord, what is up with that? So yeah, let's talk about Trailer. So Julia Foxx, and I have to give it to her. You know, she played this the right way, and we said this. We said that, you know, this wasn't gonna go so far. This wasn't really anything. So she basically went out here to tell everybody, why not see her for what she is, which is a number one motherfucking hustler. She said, y'all will love it if I was so upset. The media will love to paint a picture of me, a sad, lonely woman crying on a plane by myself, but it's not true. Why not see me for what I am, which is a number one hustler? I came up, y'all. And not only that, but Kanye and I are on good terms. I have love for him, but I wasn't in love with the man. Jesus Christ, what do you guys think? I am 12 years old. And that's what she basically had to say about her time with Kanye West. And she really looked at it as an opportunity for her to come the fuck up and get her bag and do what she needed to do. And I actually think, you know what? Good for her. Good for Julia Foxx. Good for her. I think that was the only thing she was going to get out of this. If she thought she was going to get married to him, baby, you were just a name in the song that he probably figured out. Y'all hear my co-host? I'm not done yet. What time is it? I'm not done yet. You got 20 more minutes. Go sit up there. Right here. There you go. There you go, both. Go ahead. I don't feel bad for her at all. I think she got out of the deal. She goes on further to say in another conversation, someone asked her, you know, about how she talked about him in the press like they were married, and how she was just desperate for the attention. And so she goes on to, just desperate for the attention. It wasn't even 15 minutes, maybe like 2 minutes of fame. And she goes back to say, he fucking wanted me to. Basically exposing the fact that Kanye West had planned this all along for her to be this. Again, I told you, celebrities use things like this to kind of clear up their image, move their storyline further along than what it is. And I think he really thought this was going to change an image, that he's a playboy, he can get another woman, maybe scare Kim Kardashian, but it didn't work, and they weren't really a good item to fit with in the beginning. But she got a lot out of it. She got to walk the runway during Fashion Week. She got several Birkins. I'm sure she got a bag. She private jet, was in, all over the country, the world. So for her, yeah, she got something out of it. Now Kanye West, I don't think he got anything out of this deal. And I think it actually made things with him and Kim Kardashian in the public opinion a little bit worse. Like, I think it made him look like, what the fuck are you doing? How you say you want her, but you're doing pulling these stunts. So I commend her. That's what you got to be, a hustler. Get that money and bounce. Fuck that shit. I agree. Kim Kardashian did not need Kanye for a come up. Their whole family are multimillionaires. I never talked bad about my kid's dad. My son thought we never had arguments. We did, just didn't do it around the kids. I know that's right. That's all them sports wanted was black nut. Y'all know Skete walking and sit down, air stings. Baby, him standing up in pajamas just look like it smells like a garage. You know how the garage has got gas on the floor? It just gives you old closet stains. Julia gained clout points, to be honest. Yes, she did. No, for real. Think about all her friends that want to know, like, what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, girl. So, really, like, ask her questions and stuff. This is definitely good. She probably can get a banging job now, because just off of the fact that, he chose you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, for that, yeah, she does look weird. I'm telling you, she looks like she smells like feet or your upper top lip. She just gives me booty. Like butt. Not booty. Not booty. But it looks like she smells like butt. B-U-T. Not two T's. B-U-T. Just a regular old butt. He used her as a walking mannequin. He did. And she didn't care. Be honest with you, I would have been down. I would have stood right there. If he said close my eyes for 2 minutes, I'd have been closing them. Hell yeah. Because obviously she knew that it was just going to be a moment in time. It wasn't going to be a forever. And for everything that she got out of that, it was worth it. She a young woman. Why not? Got your head in bread. Got your head in bread. You mean she gave some head and got some bread and then left? She looked like she would take it to the vocal cords. Yeah, but she also connected herself to Crazy. You never know when Crazy is going to rise up out of Kanye and he turns into something other than a friend. All she got to do is go then date somebody else that Kanye doesn't like. Go ahead, Miss Julia. Period. She was just arm candy for the moment. You mean candy is nice. Say she maybe was a Kleenex. What are those things you put in a handkerchief? She knew what she was to Kanye. She played her role. Okay. Real talk. This is another example of brothers being used by non-black women. How would she use them? He pointed her out. I said this on the other one I think on Monday's show last week. He could have chose any other female out there right now in the game. And it's some bad black females to just be on your sidearm as you be out here in the industry. He chose Julia Foxx, a woman who looks like Robin Hood when she put the black makeup on around her eyes. That shit didn't do nothing for me. I was just like, ugh. I don't care how I look for him to be carrying on about Kim. Julia just wanted a bag. Literally, 7 of them. 5 or 7 when someone narrative gets going and Kanye says she might need to enter a witness protection program. Now, that's how you do it, Julia, right? She did. Kanye for a come up. Little one, that is absolutely true. Kim got further along in terms of her branding, in terms of her wardrobe, in terms of her style, her connections, skims off of Kanye back. And I think in a way, Julia Fox was let me just rip her real quick. Let me throw everything that I threw at Kim at her in a short amount of time and see what this does and just spin it. You know what I mean? I think it was a shot to her, like, I can make another you. You know, she got to walk in, you know, Paris fashion. She got to do a lot of things. And so I think in a way that's what he was trying to do. He should have did what Reggie Bush did, finding him a Kim K clone and call it a day. And you too big headed for that. That's what a lot of people thought, but you can't find a Kim K clone. Not for Kanye, because if he thought it was Julia Fox, he had me fucking fooled. Do some people know how much more she gained just by being with Kanye? Nah, she gained. I feel like she did. Her friends got Birkin. Okay, I would have been all over her, like, girl, what are you doing today? I just want to take you. I just want to love on you. Oh my God, I got a Birkin. I just want to love on you all day. Hell yeah, absolutely. Skete gonna tell KK, you too dangerous. I gotta bounce. We gotta do something about this name, y'all. We cannot keep calling this man Skete. She probably had to get away from him too. His man expelled being said. I'm sure I can see Julia Fox like getting a text from him like, what the fuck is this? He says he want me to come wearing a pink a pink headband. What the fuck? I can see that all the time. Her having problems with him. Pete Davidson. I cannot believe it. Because you know Kanye just renamed him Skete. How did Kim come up via Kanye? She has more money. She has just as much fame, and she's winning in the media right now. Tell me how she needed Kanye. Oh, yeah, she definitely needed him. She needed him. He was her entire storyline for the keeping up with the Kardashians. And he was trying his hardest not to be put on the show, but they were able to get away with him being there a couple of times. But he was the reason why they wanted to talk about it on the show. There was a time where this was all about her being with Kanye, and then it flipped. After the kids came and stuff like that, it kind of sort of flipped, but it was a point where it was all about, go watch the older episodes where she was crazy and the family was crazy about Kanye coming to, is he here? I remember Kris Jenner, where's Ye? And now look at him, you know what I mean? So there was a point in time where they celebrated this man. They went up for him. That Kardashian curse is real. I'm surprised Kanye ain't out here twerking on a handstand, baby. Even Kim's likability went up because of Kanye. Yes, it did. You know, she still is right there. Like she just right there. You know what I mean? Bro, I would say that Kim Kardashian's brand is actually suffering because of Kanye. I don't think y'all are seeing it. Oh no. She is getting the sympathy right now. I was going to say white woman sympathy, but no, she's getting the every woman sympathy. Everybody got a little sympathy for her because they feel like they got a man that's similar to Kanye that won't let them go and move forward. And all she has to do is just be kind and nice and not doing anything and let him do everything. This is why Ye said he was her biggest W. And that's so true. I absolutely believe it. 100%. Little Skete. Hey, Nikki baby. Good morning. Good morning to you. Kanye opened doors for Kim and becoming an A-lister. He changed her fashion style, invited to. Are we going to talk about the Met Ball? He brought culture to that family. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Did you not see the text messages that he was texting from her family and they all asking about Yeezys? I was like, wow, they asking about Yeezys at a time like this? I'd have told them bitches, cut your feet off, bitch. You ain't got to worry about having none. The elites are hungrier than us when it comes to achieving. That's true. Because they have way more to prove. Way more to prove. All right, so let's move on to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 more stories. That's good. Good timing. Good timing. All right, we got to talk about this one, y'all, because I felt her fucking pain. I was mad too. So ShaCarri Richardson. So as you all know, ShaCarri Richardson, she was not allowed to compete in the Tokyo Olympics last summer because she smoked marijuana after her mother died. And if you don't remember that, she found out the death of her mother because some story was leaked. And that was the one time that she found out about her mother. And so it was very stressful for her. So to hear that information come from a complete stranger, it was definitely triggering. And so, you know, smoked a little marijuana and it, you know, to calm her stress. Now, here we have another competitor who has now been allowed to move forward with the Beijing Olympics after testing positive for the drug trimetazidine. So Valiva tested positive for the banned drug trimetazidine. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm fucking it all up. A medicine usually used to treat angina attacks, but it is also known to improve endurance in athletes. So in a December drug test, she failed for having that in her system. Once news of the failed test surfaced, the Russian 15-year-old was slapped with an immediate suspension from the games. However, the Court of Arbitration for Sport reversed the decision Monday, paving the way for Valiva to compete in Tuesday's single-figure skating event. The teenager is a favorite to win gold, though the IOC announced that she would be ineligible to win a medal until her doping case is closed. Meanwhile, ShaCarri Richardson felt like there's race at play because she was barred from competing at the Olympics by the U.S. anti-doping agency after testing positive for THC. And so there's a lot behind this. You got to kind of sort of understand some of the semantics behind this. So for one thing, ShaCarri Richardson tests positive for pot. It's banned at the Olympics, and the opponent Kamila Valiva tested positive for another drug. I can't say the word, which increases blood flow to the heart, and it's approved for the Olympics. However, the agency, the U.S. doping agency, is the one who suspended ShaCarri Richardson. So they're an agency for United States Olympic players to even make them eligible. And it was a 30-day suspension. And the other player, Vilva, suspension came from her own state. And I don't remember what the name of their she was suspended by another different agency. She was suspended by the Russian. Yeah, it was a Russian agency. I don't know what the specific agency is, but what I wanted to go on to say was these were two different agencies who were inspecting their players before they even actually were eligible to take course on that Olympic game. So it's been a lot of controversy around this. So here's the biggest question of this is it okay that she was not eligible to play in Beijing? However, this new player is allowed to play in the Olympics. What do you all think about this? And I can't see my chat anymore. Hold on, I gotta refresh my screen. Damn. Okay. All right. I'm back. Out of the three, my fellow Chicago King needs to take a page. Hey, Kimberly Black, how you doing this morning too? Comments book, date black on black on black. What he's doing isn't right, but I know in a way I feel, yeah, it's a mess, Michael. That's not what it is back then. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning to you. I love that young lady. Yes, Skete was rocking Yeezys on the date with Kim. Hey, Nappy Chow. Good morning. I'm so good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you, Nappy Chow. Thank you for being here. Yes, y'all hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Subscribe. Consider being a member. It's Carrie Ray's birthday. Support, if you want to throw some love her way. Thank you, mods and subscribers and members for all being here this morning. We chilling and vibing, catching up on some stories. Julia versus Azalea Banks. They was mudslinging and all. I saw Azalea Banks saying all that shit. I saw that. Azalea always find herself in some shit with Kanye. She is just a stalker, bae. They always treat us differently. I'm not buying it. Do you accidentally take your granddaddy's heart medicine? Bullshit. I don't understand why they do us like this. So what they're saying though is the Russians argue that the drug was for an ongoing heart condition. The U.S. should have lied for ShaCarri. There you go. So Sassy hit it on the head. These are two different agencies that represent their respective bodies before they can go to the IOC, which is the International Olympic Committee, for approval. So the U.S. doping agency blocked, suspended ShaCarri because she failed her drug test. That was our agency who did that to our own player. The Russians, however, they suspended their player. However, the International Olympic Committee, because they have approved that substance, even though the Russians don't approve it, have allowed her to continue on. So it's literally two different kinds of situations, but it's sort of like you're wondering, like, okay, so how was it okay for the IOC to approve to let her move forward, even if those folks say this is not an approved substance, but y'all wouldn't let ShaCarri move forward, even if the U.S. said it's not an approved substance, regardless of whether you guys approve the substance or not. Like, I get her frustration in it. I do feel like there's a little bit of sensationalism here. Now all of a sudden there's some concern about the drugs and mental health and what people are taking. So I'm just a little bit baffled this even happened to her. Right, there is a caveat. Yeah, it was, and I had to keep reading. Like, nah, now there had to be something else. Biden's son smoked crack, so why can't she? Why are we doing this morning? From Skete to Biden's son smoked crack. Why would you be in Big Daddy's drug cabinet anyway? Big Daddy is the coach. What you mean? Right, Miss Juicy Reviews. Something ain't right. That's two different countries. It's two different countries, two different policies. However, the IOC holds the official authority of allowing these players to go on. In our case, the U.S. just suspended her for 30 days and said, you're not even going to that next step. And so the IOC didn't take the Court of Appeals didn't take this up at all and reverse it. But in the Russian situation where she was failed for the drug, they took this case up and they allowed her to move forward because the substance that she failed in Russia is something that they don't ban that substance apparently, because there could be medical conditions where folks need to use this to speed blood up to the heart. All kind of bullshit. Well, there could be medical reasons why you need to use THC. There's all kind of calming. There's all kind of different things. So I think they need to update their policy, if you ask me. That's all I can give you. We are not operating the same level as you were, mate. I hope y'all figure skating always been scandalous, child. Loving and living, I call bullshit. Period. Dare I say we're comparing apples to oranges? Dare, you're right. You're right. But see, then if we didn't know that, it'll be people out here saying, "Oh, this is wrong. It's a conspiracy." But it's like you really got to look at how this breaks itself down and who's really at fault here. Look at Tanya Harding. I was watching a little bit of Olympics too. Was it yesterday or the day before? And I was watching this one weird sport, y'all. It's this big block of ice, and these girls were just trying to push it down with sticks. I said, "No, what kind of some boring shit that." They just be finding anything to play in the Olympics. Happy birthday, Carrie. Hey, Journey. Did I say it right, Journey? I like that name, Journey. A little one shut down conversation with people who prefer to hurl insults instead. Oh, Michael, what's going on? What's going on? Please like, and share. Yes, thank you. The same rules should apply across the Olympics. A part of the member and participated countries. I agree. I feel like that's where we need to update some of our policies. Like what one country considers a banned substance should be considered in another country, simply because. So you're banning it for what reason, or why aren't you allowing it? You know, there might be a reason why it should be allowed. I'm gonna need them to piss test everybody. Watch how, baby. They said that same thing about the NBA. I said, I guarantee you, if they piss test the NBA the right way, half them wouldn't be playing. Hey, good morning to you. It's good to see you here. I'm missing Shay. Where's Shay at? Bottom line, ShaCarri should have been allowed to compete. The IOC is the governing body. Enough said. Period. I agree with you. I feel like this is now behind 2020. Now we see, oh, it's that kind of situation. Yep. But the state that she was currently in, weed was legal. Right. I read that too. She smoked weed and still plays first. How many people get hungry and tired after smoking weed? Definitely hungry. They need to do their research. Weed ain't speeding up no damn body. One thing I have been trying to understand is does ShaCarri not know the rules? I don't think she had a solid enough team, but now that she's with Rock Nation, I think that she's starting to understand some things. I be watching that little sport. I forgot what it's called, but I was sitting there thinking like, I was sitting back thinking like, now what the fuck? And then they throw it and then they just be sweeping. Like they be trying to sweep the ball and they're not touching the ball at all, but they're just sweeping. I'm like, now what the fuck are they doing? Like it just seemed like it was boring and like took a lot of training to do nothing. But hey, you know what? Yep, you pronounce it correctly. Hey, okay, cool, bro. The most unathletic outlet event is curling. Have you seen it? What is curling? Is that? I hope that's the same thing I'm talking about. Because I'm like, what the fuck is this? Curling uses brooms to sweep the ice. Yes, that's it. That's what we were talking about. Curling. That was so boring to me. I'm like, oh, but I don't want to downplay it, but it was just so boring to me. All right, now we finna start switching over more into some local crime stories. The first one I want to go into though is I wanted to come back on this story because something don't smell right. So Bob Saget's family has now filed a suit against the Florida officials, I think the Orange County Sheriff's Office and the local coroner's office, because they want to prevent the release of photographs and video recordings obtained by law enforcement regarding Bob Saget's death, anything surrounding that, including the autopsy report. Now, the reason being is some experts have raised doubts about that conclusion, about him falling and hitting his head. There, with one doctor even saying that Saget's injuries were more consistent with a baseball bat to the head or a fall from 20 to 30 feet. And so a lot of people now want to get their hands on the autopsy report, the videos that show him walking into the hotel room, what was his state of mind, all of this stuff, law investigative reports, so they can tell a different story. And you know, I'm a messy ass motherfucker. I got a YouTube channel where I talk about the news. Get them. I want to see it. I absolutely want to know. They'll do this with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I actually want to know what was this cause of death based on the autopsy report and not on just what the family put out here. He's a public figure. Many of us have watched him growing up. And I know that there's this part where it's, you know, we want to keep things private so that the family is allowed their opportunity to mourn. But here's my thing, and I always say this is one thing y'all can consistently say about me when I talk to celebrities. If you don't get out here and get ahead of the story is going to eventually come out. So you hold these documents now. I promise you eventually they will get out and the story will be a lot different. So I think it's in the best interest of the family to allow maybe the autopsy report so that it can be confirmed that it was what you're saying it is, because a lot of people are speculating when you have doctors who said that this sounds like it was foul play and you don't think that people want to know. I'm sorry. I'm going to call me nosy and nosy for the wrong reason, but I do want to know if there was foul play. Was he drunk? Like we get to see the intoxication report. How much alcohol? Did he have other drugs in his system? So yeah, they're suing because they don't want this stuff released. What do you all think? Do you all think there's a little something going on, something a little strange? Curling is very skilled and popular in Eastern Europe. It gotta be skilled. I don't know if y'all saw it, but y'all gotta watch it. I mean, when the girl go just to even send the ball down, she literally get down and just sit there and just be following. I said, wow. I literally sat there for a whole little like 20 minutes just watching, like, dang, he excited. Hey, Caramel Bunny, good to see you this morning. What really happened about it? Something is fishy. I'm for real. Got to go to lunch. Have fun. You two little ones. Good seeing you this morning. Have a good day too. Yes, that's curling. Yep. Something is definitely fishy with the Bob Saget thing. Yeah, Bob got in a brutal fight. I told you this wasn't like, okay, Sassy. I agree with you. I agree. Something else is definitely going on because, you know, if it was what you said it was, I think most people would have allowed the autopsy report, all of those things to be released. Why hold it? What are you holding it for? You know? Good morning, Mimi. How you doing? Good to see you here. loving and living. Somebody took him out, trust and believe, and it's a damn shame. Do you? Nah, let's not go that far. I was gonna say, do you think it was like a app kind of thing where maybe somebody came and drugged him and he thought it was a date, or? But we don't have to go that far. We just all are on the same page. We think something in the milk ain't clean. If you grew up in the '80s, you probably adore Bob, but I think Bob has secrets. This ain't. Yes, now you get it. I did. All of that, America's Funny Home, all of that shit. I grew up with him, so I want to know, like, what you doing? The family trying to hide? Yes, they are. I knew they were trying to hide something because they were pulling tactics that I would pull for my family. Like, I would get out here and say, this happened, and make sure that the police records are secure. So when I saw that happen, I said, oh, what's going on? What y'all doing? He is from Philly. Something doesn't ain't right. You just don't hit your head that hard and go to sleep and die. And y'all hear me coming out. And here I am coming out here trying to give a lesson. Like, y'all, I'm telling y'all this story because I just want y'all to know that, sometimes, if you hit your head too hard, don't go to sleep. I'm trying to really find a lesson, and really come to find out, it doesn't appear like this is that kind of situation, at least to me. And if he did hit his head, I think that there's some drugs and maybe some alcohol that was in his system, which then might go to a bigger problem of, was he an alcoholic and we didn't know about it? Because there was a picture of him released the night of him at a show, and the picture did look a little iffy. That's all I'm saying. Go look at the picture. I immediately thought alcohol would be in the system. We're going to find out. But if they sue and they get it sealed, have it sealed, which I don't see why any judge would have this sealed. There's no child involved. There's no ongoing litigation in the future involved, which would prevent documents now to be sealed until the end of some ongoing litigation. There's no issues of the state being settled or anything like that. I'm trying to think of any legal maneuvers they would have to really agree to preserving and closing this. There's really nothing, even with fucking LA Lakers, Kobe Bryant, they couldn't even do it there. So what makes you think he has any wit here? So the family is suing the medical examiner's office. If there's an investigation going on, they can't get that autopsy a secret. No, and it is still an ongoing investigation. Hey, Ben Stinker, good morning. How you doing? The family may want to protect his image. Too late. Something is fishy. Head is just looking like a beat down with a bat. Who doesn't go to the hospital and just think that? Was Jay Wilson in Florida when Bob Saget was there? I'm just saying coincidence. Y'all are so shady. Somebody call the Olsen twins. I'm sure they either drugged up. I'm sure they're either drugged up or crying. Remember that interview Tasha did with the younger guy saying Bob tried to force him to suck his whacker? Baby, Tasha K. Yes, please hit the like button, please. I appreciate it. It's 94 people here. How many likes we got, y'all? How many likes? Oh. Yo, y'all, come on. Oh, we doing good. Y'all, we doing good. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, y'all. I appreciate the support. Kings Mina, how you doing? Checking in from the job, from the gig. Listen, I'm going to be there shortly. I knew something wasn't right when his friends went to LAX and picked up his car with no investigation. I heard that Jay Wilson was in front of the same time. Somebody just being messy. Being messy. He was on Epstein's list. Maybe they didn't want him to talk. Oh, look at us flowing with these conspiracies. I always felt like Bob was more like his character on Entourage than Full House. Really? That would be so freaky to me. Yes, Ali. Thank you. 84 likes. Thank you so much. Can we get to 96 more likes? I was wondering what happened with those twins. They had a rich life, but they definitely... Oh, baby. And when you say cracked on black, these bitches crack. I mean, I know they're not black, but they look like they are old. Like, you can tell they've been doing serious hard drugs. Nikki, baby, think about it. They always have a story when they're dealing with Charles Storrs. Nasty man is always near. That's the exact items that they want to be preserved and not given are the camera recordings of the hotel and the audio recordings from his phone, which means that he must have called someone or made some kind of phone calls within, close proximity of him dying that might be critical to what went on, and they don't want them released. And my thing is, bitch, release them. If you don't do it now, it's gonna, if y'all don't listen to me now, it's gonna be released eventually. He wasn't. Right. Exactly. They still rich though. Exactly. That's my thing. Y'all still good. You can still do a movie. You still will get money off of a movie. Let them put whatever out here so that way you can come clean it up with a movie. And he was known to hire girls when he was on the road. Maybe a trick gone bad. And that's what I was thinking about. Like maybe he got set up to get robbed. Damn. Bob's comedy was extremely raunchy and trashy compared to his TV character. And that's I get a feeling like they're always like that. Like they're polished and then behind the scenes they're a little dusty. The twins were starving themselves. I wouldn't. Bob had a past like that from Seventh Heaven. Oh, don't get me started on Seventh Heaven. All right. Men, fellas, brace yourself for this next story. It's a penis story. Hold yours, because I already went through the story and emotions, but baby, ooh, niggas is just nasty. All right, where's this story at? All right, so we have a virgin, a 37-year-old virgin, right? So now this is a case that happened in East Java of Indonesia. Okay, so we have a 37-year-old man who got a lengthy nylon string stuck in his penis after inserting it into his urethra for sexual gratification purposes. Whew, Jesus. Yes, Lord. All right. Okay, so the 37-year-old in question was admitted to the emergency room of a hospital in Surabaya with initial complaints of lower abdominal pain. The patient in question, who was later determined to have no history of sexual intercourse, had inserted a nylon string into his urethra while fully erect and watching porn. The fuck is wrong? That ain't the way you go, bro. That ain't how you get it off the first time. I'm trying to tell you that's not what you do. The string was about this long. Okay. So he ended up only going to the hospital because he was having problems peeing. He couldn't pee. And so once he went there, according to the report, communication between responding medical personnel and the patient initially proved complicated due to an alleged combination of him being embarrassed and having history of speech difficulties. The man was diagnosed with a urinary bladder foreign body. While a catheter-centered remedy attempted proved to be a failure, a subsequent evacuation procedure using forceps to provide the patient with relief. The report adds that the patient, who had no additional complaints, was discharged 2 days after the procedure. So they had to literally pump this thing to make him pee to push the string out of it. This is all because he's a 37-year-old virgin, horny, watching porn, and wanting to try some freaky shit. This shit had me rolling. Okay, I'm over here now trying to get my vibe. Hey, Cooper, good morning to you. Bubbles. Why aren't you wearing my silk robe? I can't. You know what? What's the temperature where you at? It's like 22 degrees here. I woke up trying to be wrapped up. It does seem like a setup for a robbery gone wrong. You know how the industry goes. When they are done with you, they are done with you. Okay, sound like a hit and quit. Me and my twin sister would have jumped his ass. A local newscaster guy died out here in Los Angeles once it was all said and done. He was in a relationship with another man and died from a drug overdose. Who was I having a conversation with about DL, man? It's just so many things. They're so prevalent now. I don't even know if it's so prevalent as more they're just being exposed more and more. So yes, Sims, this shit had me just like, what? But how do you like initially start the entrance into the tip? You literally got to be a bold bitch to say, let me open this up and get the sticking in there. Like, what gratification are you getting, honey? Bitch, I want to pee. What are you doing? I'm sorry, baby. He's in Indonesia. I don't know. Yes. Oh shit. Whoa. I heard people do that. That don't do nothing for me. News. Yes. I'm sorry. I had to update on that. I can't take that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He better not be a brother. No, he wasn't. He wasn't a brother. That ain't no virgin. Not at that point. You open, bro. You wide open. I'm sure he peeing buckets. I'm sure that shit just fall out that hole. That, oh my God. Nah, he wasn't black. J Boss, what up? These fetishes are out of control. He better not be a brother. He better be not. He was non-black. Maybe he wanted to make a shift. Ooh. Them folks are stone cold freaks. Mimi, when I tell you, how did he insert that string? What did he use? That's what I kept thinking. I'm like, well, then how did... Oh, whoa, okay. This is stressful, my Lord. I'm sorry. I was trying to... Baby, he didn't understand. No, he didn't. They on sale at Amazon. So there's actually a string that you can actually buy for this kind of stuff. You see? Thank you, Nappy Child. Oh, we got 53. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. I have just passed it. I know it. It's a saltine. Yeah, I'm sure some brothers do strange. Nah, I don't know. That's more painful than like a turn on. Nah, I ain't doing that shit. You got me beat on that. All right, let's go to our second to last story. Now, this story is very, we get more local. Now, this story is a very sad story to me. Now, these little kids. Okay. All right, check this story out. Check this story out. Kids jumped the baseball coach because he asked them to get off the property after school. And because, you can't tell me what to do. But check the video out. They actually got video footage of this. If it decides to play. Can you guys see the screen?
We've seen witnesses say that schoolers attacked that coach, all because he tried to discipline them. And today, the chaotic aftermath of what happened here yesterday continues. A chase and beatdown on the Langham Creek High School campus caught on cell phone video yesterday. Cyfair ISD officials say that the attackers are 4 students from Aragon Middle School. Students here at the high school say that the victim is a baseball coach who told the middle school kids that they could not ride dirt bikes on campus.
Later that day, they got arrested, and their older friends threatened to shoot up our school.
Cyfair ISD officials say a threat made through social media resulted in beefed up security and safety measures on campus today.
We couldn't walk around unless we had an ID badge. They wouldn't even let us in. I have athletics first period, so I don't have it on, and my teacher wouldn't let me in unless I put it on.
Students say that the coach was not at school today. Cyfair ISD officials sent a letter to parents saying that the juveniles who attacked him were taken into custody and will be disciplined according to the code of conduct. Concerned parents,
this just shouldn't be happening, not in our own backyard.
Want swift action.
That just cannot happen. These kids definitely need to get in a whole lot of trouble, and I'm just speechless.
Tonight, it's unclear what criminal charges, if any, those juveniles face. The Cypher ISD police investigation continues. Reporting live in the Cypress area tonight, Devin Clark, KPRC 2 News. All right.
Baby, when I tell you, I was so disappointed to know that there were a whole bunch of black kids that attacked this white baseball coach. I was deeply upset about that because they were told that they couldn't drive their motorbikes up on the campus. And it had to be a group of young black boys doing this, and I was just so upset about that. I'm interested in getting parents' thoughts about when they see, you know, even if it was their child or they see kids doing stuff like this. Like, is your immediate response to go after the school, the adult, you know, see what they could have done, or would you check your child? Like, would you, as a parent with a kid doing this kind of stuff at a school, saying, "Don't tell me what to do," running after them, would you check your child? Like, have we gotten to a point where it's like, this is okay? I know I would have been checked the hell out of. They jumped the coach. Okay, jumped the whole fucking coach. That man didn't see, he didn't even see it coming. Middle school, yes. I'm sorry, I couldn't see my chat now, bro. I literally wish 4 middle school students would try this with me. They would never try it again. That's what I said. I'm like, wow, middle school though. And y'all saw him. Did y'all see him running from them kids? He was trying for his fucking life, trying to get up out of there. You would think that somebody had a gun after him. I ain't replacing my TV because he having private nasty time. No respect for authority. That reporter is hot. Oh my God. I'm glad it was a black man. I felt the same way after one work of driving a school bus. I know a school bus driver and she stays ready, especially when she pick up the city children. I heard that, baby. I heard that. Listen. Oh, the coach was yes, the coach was a non-black. Well, it is. Here we go. It's not right. Black, Puerto Rican. I don't think it was right at all. You don't go to school to tell the teachers what to do. You go to school to receive instruction. Now, if the coach was running after you or doing something wrong, yeah, you have all right. But for 4 of y'all to just gang up on them, and now it's criminal charges because y'all older friends have now threatened the school, saying y'all was gonna come blow up the school, all because it just goes too far. It goes way too far. I would check my sons in my son's house. Try me not. Okay. Was ready to kick the kids off the bus. Jawan, if the races were reversed, it would be a major issue. If 4 white boys were chasing a black man, you're saying this would be a major issue or wouldn't be a major issue? Them kids' parents behind this, them fakers heard their parents speaking on coach. They turned and attacked him. Oh no, you gotta be. My child would have been checked on site. I prefer to check my child than see a judge and jury check them. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would want my parents to, I would want the school to see my parents checking me so they'll know that, oh yeah, he'd be good. He'd just go home to his mom. Hey, Sharika, good morning. How you doing? Not cool. If your kid is involved with attacking a coach, you are a little too late for checking your kid. A little too late. They are already committed the act. My children knew better than disrespecting any teacher. I better not get a call about you acting up at school. They Caucasian kids. This day and age, I fight kids. They are off limits when trying to be grown. And this is the reason why I walk my dog strapped, because it don't even be the adults that I be worried about. I live around schools and it be the kids. If you could hear some of the shit they say and some of the stuff they're doing. I was walking around the corner the other day. I have the Girls Leadership Academy literally around the corner from me. Literally, it's from 9th through 12th grade. The 9th grade, the girl, they all in uniform smoking weed behind the building. I'm walking past my dog. It's just 10. And they back up smoking weed. I'm sitting here looking like, damn, God damn. The kids it's a different breed. Like, they do what they want to do, regardless. My kids know better to disrespect coach. He was running for his dear life. He was running for his dear life. All right. Before I do the last story is it's a little sad story, but I have to end on it because, as I said, I always have to raise awareness on these issues. I want to also remind you all to support the Coalition of Black Excellence. Again, this is an organization that promotes Black excellence, Black networking, us coming together to share thoughts and ideas of how we can perform better as individual professionals in whatever industry you're in. So I'll drop the link under this video once it's done and on the community wall. We gifted them $50 today just to show some support to them. Also, consider supporting the National Society of Black Engineers. It's a great organization. The thing I love about them is there's engineering in almost every field every industry, pharmaceuticals, electrical, marine biology, military, every field. There's an engineering position or some need for engineers. And so the National Society of Black Engineers have programs from K through 12, collegiate level, professionals, and partnerships. So I think it's great to get behind an organization like this. They had their roots from 1975 when they first began at Purdue University, and they've grown to about 24,000 active members throughout the USA. We've given them $50. Please consider supporting this organization. I'll put the links in on my community wall in the box below. And then the last story I want to get to today comes out of Tampa Bay, Florida, and it is a domestic violence story. And I before I begin, let me drop some of these. I'll sock their ass in the throat. That's my favorite thing, to get a bitch in the throat where they gotta grab their throat and catch their breath. Facts. Have you seen these young girls on TikTok, bro? Off the chain. I have. Kieran, did you see the story about the fight at Bridgewater Mall in Jersey? A black and white team, but only the black team was cuffed and banned from the mall, yet the white team was the aggressor. No. I'm gonna have to check out that. Damn. Little savages out here hitting teacher or MTA workers is felony. I wish my kids did something like that. They know better. STEM. I love seeing us in STEM. Yes, I do too. It sure is, and they are needed. What if the teacher was hurt badly? Now those kids are ruined. Exactly. I followed this one girl on TikTok, then I realized she was 16 years old. I almost deleted my account. Never know if the feds are watching. Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad you did. I've been seeing. Thank you, Juwan. I've been trying to keep them up there and post them too. I really have. All right, y'all. This last very, very sad story comes out of Tampa Bay, Florida. Okay. A grieving mother is on a mission to raise awareness about domestic violence after her daughter's murder in December. So the daughter, Tamika Lord, got a restraining order against her ex-boyfriend, Trent Diggs, in October. 2 months later, prosecutors say he stabbed her to death in her apartment. Her mother says she loved him, but he didn't love her. He killed her. All he did is beat her and abuse her during the whole relationship. Shortly after she met him in November of 2020, her mother had a bad feeling about him. She said that the physical and emotional abuse began to show earlier in their relationship. She said that he gave her a black eye in January of 2021. And according to documents, she tried to give him another chance after he went to jail for 3 months for hitting her. But by October of 2021, she made a desperate plea to the court during her second petition for injunction for protection against domestic violence. In her restraining order, she said, "I am scared. Please help me. If he don't hurt me, he gonna kill me." She said when she was talking to her friend that last spoke to her on December 8th, said that when she was talking to Tamika before the phone went dead, she heard her say, "Trent, leave me alone," and the phone went dead. When her mother went to her daughter's home, she said she could see blood through a window, and the county deputies found the 30-year-old mother of three stabbed at least 13 times. My daughter felt a whole lot of pain before she passed. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. It hurts me to know my heart that my son's mother is not here right now. Me and Tamika were actually talking about trying to clear everything up. This is one of her baby dads. Clear everything up and get back together and do what we had to do for the kids. They say he stole her car and fled the state. So after they reported the Chevy Cruze stolen, law enforcement caught up with him in New Mexico in December. He was extradited back to Florida in January, and he has now been sentenced. The judge granted the state's request for pretrial detention. He will stand trial for first-degree premeditated murder with a weapon, armed burglary of a dwelling, grand theft motor vehicle, in violation of domestic violence injunction. Oh, where do we begin? It is extremely sad, you guys. And for there to have been so many signs and things along the way, both for the daughter to take heed of, both for the mother to take heed of, and just how, you get caught up in love and, forgiving folks and their mistakes. and you don't even see what's happening in front of you. And I felt so bad that the mother is out here telling the story of her daughter, who has shown very visible signs of being abused along the way, all the way up until the point where she was stabbed to death. What are you all's thoughts? Ladies, that Tampa story is why you should stop dating Dusty. Say no to the dust, ladies. Another trash bag, Dusty. This is becoming so familiar and it's sad. It really is. I'm sick of trash bag men. I am too. Restraining orders don't work anymore. And it's so sad because, so are there two types? Is there a RSO restraining order and a protective order? Are there two types of orders? Because I always hear folks say they have to go back and either renew an order or get a different kind of order. And it's like, what? He looks crazy. Yeah. Damn. See, I'm not gonna know you beating my child. Me and their fathers and their grannies will knock you off. Yeah, you ain't gonna put your hands on my child. So sad. It is sad. Homies even look Dusty. I bet $100 that he doesn't have a job. Ladies say no to the dust. Capital punishment. The court should have done this before she lost her life. She went back to the courts to plead. And then he was at her house. You know, so it's a very thin line because clearly she still has some attraction or interest in him. Or restraining order ain't nothing but a piece of paper. So sad. But the children are okay physically, but they will need a lot of therapy. I mean, especially the mom, considering she walked up to the house and saw the blood being spattered on the window, like Tinder swindler. Now that was just crazy. The Tinder swindler, in my opinion, it's easier to shoot than stab. He was a monster. How could we have prevented this? I mean, there's no way we as outsiders could have prevented this. The only people who could have prevented this, I think, in this situation was her and him, you know, and I think she tried her best, but she still also loved him. Like her mother said, she loved him, but he didn't love her. And so that block kept her from really taking, you know, making some noise about what was going on to her. You know, she filed the restraining order. She shared with her mother, she shared with her friends, but he still was there at her place. So, you know, and then they're charging him with burglary. So obviously he must have broke in. I don't know, you know, and I'm not trying to blame her or anyone at all. I just always try to figure out if there were any things that could have been done prior to. That's all. I am my own restraining order. Okay. Period. With 13 warnings. Okay, in a box. Okay. Okay. Ladies, please get your okay. Now we talking. Okay, I'm telling you, I am my own restraining order with 13 of them. Bitch, how many warnings do you need? He looks like the dude that killed the mother and threw their child in the Mississippi River. I saw that shit, nappy child. These people don't have no kind of sense of human emotion. A restraining order and protection order are the same in Cali. Okay. Because I know one deals with distance and one deals with like activities and engagements. We like who? As a person who lost family members to domestic violence, the signs are always there, but the person have to want to live on their own. Unfortunately, it's too late. That's true. Ladies, get the one who loves you. I wish we weren't so damn forgiving. Yeah, 24 more likes to 100. Come on, you all. Please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Oh, 4 more likes. Oh, can 4 more people hit the like button? Thank you. I've heard stories like this. It's truly sad. It really is sad. And every time I see them, it just, my heart goes out to the family and the kids. A restraining order criminal. And it happened around Christmas time. So you can imagine how Christmas is ruined for those 3 children and the mother. Emotionally bankrupt. That is a really good word for it. It's like they're deprived of feeling for someone else. And so because you lack that empathy, there is no sympathy. There is no emotion. You completely remove it. Ali, thank you. Y'all all have been amazing. So I wanted to end on that story, and I wanted to, you know, definitely always stress, if you are someone or you know anyone who is impacted or affected by domestic violence, please don't hesitate to reach out to anyone. You can even reach out to me. You can send me a message. You're anonymous. Your business is your business. If you want me to keep it a secret, it is. If you just want somebody to know that you're just somebody to talk to, I'm always here as that content creator, and I will always stay in my lane in terms of keeping your business private. But I do want people to know that, touching me or around me, that I am an advocate, and I definitely believe in not eradicating it, but decreasing the percentage of domestic violence, especially in the community. So please, and I'll put some domestic violence information under this video after it's done. Please, if please, I wanted to end on this. Please share. Don't be afraid to ask someone if they need some help, or I think that's part of it too. People are scared to approach someone or say anything. And I think in learning and dealing with domestic victims of domestic violence, I've learned that sometimes it's as easy as asking them, are they okay? And then letting them take the conversation from there. So that's what I have for you all today. We've been on here for 2 hours and 35 minutes. That's because I missed y'all. Because I only had an hour on Monday. So I was like, shit, I'm about to come down here and talk. Who's raising these monsters? Loving and living the streets. The streets are raising them. Yes, I had an ex who nudged my shoulder. He ended up getting Mortal Kombat kicked. You so funny. Thank you, Miss Margot. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's so sad we hearing these stories more frequently. King Roman, you just said, oh, thank you, Bubbles. I appreciate it. And I genuinely mean that too. Stop forgiving men who hit women. I agree. It's got to be the streets. Hey, Kayleen White. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, you all. So I'm about to get out of here. I hope I gave you some stories that you're going to be seeing. You will see covered in the streets today by a bunch of different other folks. But I wanted to give you just some stuff to think about as you go out in the streets. And we will be back here Friday. In 2 weeks, we'll start the special guest on Friday. I already have 2 lined up for 2 different Fridays. I'm so excited. One of them you already know. You already know who it is. So I ain't even got to say nothing. But of course, I'm very, very excited about that. And here we are with another show, 2 hours and 36 minutes with no beef sector commentary. You guys are amazing. Keep it up. Keep the support up. I appreciate it. Carrie Ray's birthday today. Remember to support her. I appreciate her support. Mods, I appreciate you. It was so good seeing you again, Nappy Child. Subscribers, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I know it's early in the morning, but I try to get y'all before everybody else get y'all so we can just have our little discourse. And to the members, thank you so much. Your support and your commitment means a lot to me. We are currently at 36 members. My goal for the year was 50 members. So we're significantly along the way. And I'm going to do something special. It's called the Cotton Club for the members. I'm working on that. And so we'll have that going. So yeah, thank you. And as always, I always want to say this to you all. Please don't worry about me in these YouTube streets, beef sector or not sector or whatever. I'm always okay. I'm good. I enjoy the messages that I get from the subscribers who send me IG messages or emails. Hey, this is happening. That's happening. And I always reply to you the same thing. I'm good. I see it, or what does it say? I just want you to know I'm not worried. I'm okay. I'm Gucci. And nobody's really got me worried or anything like that. My main focus is you all, making sure you all are cool and I'm cool. And we got a meeting of the minds. So I just always want to put that out there. So, you see my name or see anything come up, I want you to literally be like, he's probably not worried, because I'm probably not. Cotton Club. Yeah, I'll explain, Bubbles. Okay, that's it. All right, you all enjoy your day. And until next time, baby. And until next time, which will be Friday, deuces.
Light this bitch up. Dark side, light this bitch up.
Good morning. King Roman News gonna come right through. Hey, he's gonna give you the news just the way he know he can do. Hey, good morning, people. King Roman News gonna come right through. Give you hot topics Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 a.m. on the Eastern time. Baby, he's gonna drink his wine. King Roman News gonna give it to you just like he's gonna do. Hey, he's gonna give you local news. That shit just right around his corner. Baby, he's gonna give it to you, baby. He's gonna give it to you nothing honor. Hey, celebrity news, politics. Let's go. King Roman News gonna give it to you, baby. He's gonna give it to you like a motherfucking flow. Like a flow. I can't flow, but baby, King Roman News, baby, he's gonna give it to you like out the door. Hey, King Roman News. Hot topics Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 a.m. Eastern time. Baby, he's gonna give it to you like he drinks his motherfucking bottle of wine. King Roman News. Come through. Let's go. Let's go.